Hey, alright, since we have maybe 2-3 people on here, can you guys hear me just fine? I'm trying out another mic this time because yeah, I've given up on the previous one that I was trying out. Remember the one that was always too soft and everything? Yeah, I'm just gonna sell that one. So, can you guys hear me? It says there's audio input, but I want to make sure. Is it too loud? Is it too soft? Because I can just change it really quick. So basically, did you have to adjust your volume at all? I want to make sure that most people won't have to adjust their volume. So if you had to up your volume just to hear me, then it means I'm too soft and I'm gonna crank up the gain a little bit. If you had to lower it, that means I'm way too loud and I can just lower it. So let me know before I start the stream, and I don't want the whole stream to turn out to be too soft or too loud. Okay, hopefully it doesn't lag too much because I think... Alright. As long as it's good, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I just bought the mic from some guy here in Dallas just 2 hours ago. Little less than 2 hours ago. He was here at 9 something. Yeah, so if it sounds good, pretty good. Okay, so I thought about doing a whole stream, but it's 11 p.m. and I really don't want to do the whole thing in one go. So what I'm going to do is I am going to stream just one part today. So I'm gonna finish off I'm gonna show you the board. I'm gonna finish off the numpad. We're gonna see how everything kind of works first, and then we will build the 10 keyless tomorrow. And if you're wondering, yes, it is a 10 keyless plus numpad. They're both designed for each other, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Let's start off with the more uninteresting stuff first. So the least interesting thing is we are using cherry stabilizers, just like with 99% of my builds. Let me look for them. Where are my stabilizers? Alright, let's see, that's enough. Yeah, we need a lot of stabilizers for this build. But okay. Now that I've got all the stuff on the table, how's everybody doing? Good to see you guys. I just had dinner. Like I said, I picked up the microphone just now, just bought it, and I just had dinner. I had Chipotle. I didn't even have time to finish it though. I ate maybe 3/4 of it, and then I realized what time it was and I needed to get all the stuff set up, and so I left maybe 1/4 of it in the fridge. Oh, maybe that'll be after the stream. Okay. Good for once. Dude, okay, yeah. I saw the Reddit message. I just didn't have time to click on it or anything. I logged on to Reddit just to post the link for this stream. And then yeah, I didn't. Did it even post? Was it even posted on stream on Reddit? Is it on RMK? Can you guys check? Cause every time I try to submit it, it'll tell me it's a duplicate link. It's a repost, and then I think maybe 80% of the time I forget to confirm that I want to submit the same post again. And yeah, so that's exciting though. That the Tina is finally tracking. All right, nice. Okay, thanks guys. Okay. All right, well, welcome aboard, Gage, in the Facebook group. Nice. Yeah, I always try to post over there because I meet a lot of cool people on the Facebook group. I know young people don't use Facebook these days. It's for old school folks like myself. Okay, and yeah, so we'll talk about the T9 in a bit. I just want to introduce the board that we're building today, or at least part of the board we're building today. Okay, so this is for a guy here in Texas. He's in Houston, and so he contacted me through the Texas Mechanical Keyboard Facebook group, and he wanted a full size. So unlike a lot of these mechanical keyboard hipsters or whatever, where they're just going smaller and smaller and smaller, this guy's kind of old school, I guess. OG, classy, I don't know, but yeah, he wants a full size keyboard. At first, I told him, because he realized how hard it is to find a full size board, so I recommended, or I suggested, I told him that, hey, maybe you should get a 10 keyless and just build a separate numpad. That way, you can still manage to find a decent custom board, and you still get basically the standard layout. You get your numpad and everything, and you can arrange it however you want. And so I posted, he had me post a listing on Mac Market to try and find a board like that. And so instead of just a 10 keyless, look at what we found. This is a tank. So it is a 10 keyless and numpad that's designed to be a full size. Alright, and so I've already attached the two together, but they can be separate. Let me show you the back of it. So yeah, so this is the board. This is crazy. It's a huge keyboard. Okay, so just at the top we'll see, so it's got this diffuser over here for the RGB underglow that lights up the back. This one as well. So the nice thing is just right off the bat, it is almost opaque, which is good, because you want it to do a good job diffusing the LEDs, right? Instead of it being transparent. Okay, see, nice solid piece. So you've got two lines over here. So this is the 10 keyless, and this is how the board is connected. You hear a lot of rattling and wobbling right now. It's because this numpad is only held in on one screw right now. I didn't want to do too much screwing, so just kind of ignore that. Trust me, this thing is solid. But yeah, so this is how it attaches. So currently it's attached to the right side, so like a standard full-size board. But you could unscrew this part. See this? Okay, so that's the side profile. It's got kind of a crazy look to it, and it's actually a slightly different shade. It's not black. It is, I would call it a dark, kind of bluish green. Oh yeah. And so that's pretty cool. And anyway, so this is the side. It's mostly just for looks. And so, see how that attaches? So it comes with two, so one for each side. I took it off so that I could attach the numpad. And so yeah, so we can unscrew this, put it on the left side, and then it'll be a 10 keyless with a left side numpad, which would be amazing. Yeah, see, I didn't want to do a lot of screwing. See, look at that. Look at the number of screws this thing comes with. Look at that. That's insane. And so yeah, these are all a bunch of acrylic pieces. Okay, let's just show it on stream. Because this keyboard, there's not a lot of info about it out there. There's a few albums here and there, but nothing much really. Okay, so some acrylic pieces. These two, I don't really know what to do with them yet. We'll figure it out. This is a diffuser. I'm assuming it is for to fill up the numpad. Let's see if you guys can see that. Or you should be able to just use this. So I don't know what this would be for. Huh. Maybe. So yeah, you have two choices, I guess. Either you go the whole piece like that. So if you're separate numpad, you could have just the RGB strip just all the way in the bottom. Yeah. You got this. And then, oh yeah, speaking of getting screwed, If you guys have you guys been looking at Geek Hack? Oh boy. Anyway. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. So you could have a full, a proper 10 keyless and a separate matching numpad with an big RGB diffuser right down here. So that's pretty cool. You can go where the gold is if there's no numpad. Did you mean like so? Yeah, you can, but there's only one piece. So it's not like I can put it on both sides, right? Oh, or maybe they just won't be symmetrical, I guess. So I'll move this one over here. Well, it can't go in here because there's no screw point over here. See? So it can only fit here. This piece can't fit anywhere on the 10 keyless as well. See that? So these two can only go on a numpad. This one can also only go on a numpad. So yeah, so I'm a little confused. And it's kind of weird that the way they designed it blocks you from a lot of options. Because when I first saw this, I thought it was pretty cool because you could remove it and you can actually attach it to the numpad. See, like over here, right? But the attachment piece is way too large. So you can't use these two together. So when you connect this side can't be, you can't have matching sides. So yeah, so that's kind of weird. I don't know if we're missing any pieces or anything like that, but yeah, that's just weird. I wish they had not gone for this crazy triangular bullshit around here. If they had just gone with just regular edges, would have been easy. You could have, the thing would have been even more modular and you wouldn't need so many pieces. Just like a lot of things in the RMK world, form over function, I guess. Okay, so yeah, so there's that. So that's pretty cool, and of course it's high profile. It should be a top mounted board as well. I believe it is. We shall see. But yeah, I haven't done too much exploring just yet. Yeah, it is top mounted. That's right. I remember looking at the plate. But yeah. Oh, and so this thing is number 59. Too bad it's not 69. I bet that one sold for a lot. Okay, can you guys see that? You guys see it? Okay, there you go. Number 59 over there. So it's printed or engraved all over the board. So 59, 59. On the weight as well. Oops. What am I doing? Number 59. So yeah. So that's pretty cool. So the board is massive. We'll disassemble it afterwards because I'm just gonna build the numpad. I'll probably build the 10 keyless tomorrow. I'll probably build half of it and just finish the rest of it just on stream. Because I have to get all this done pretty soon. Because I have another KBD75. Yes, another KBD75. I think this is my 8th KBD75. I have another one to build tomorrow. And then I think I'm building a friend's keyboard this weekend. And then I have two more tests for college next week. And a bunch of other stuff. And I've got 2 more builds next week too. One of them is Katsumi's, or whatever his name is here on Twitch. Is that supposed to be in Chinese or is that Japanese? Because a lot of Japanese words are basically Chinese characters, so I can never tell if something is supposed to be Japanese. Okay, let's see. It is Chinese, right? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, my Chinese is pretty bad. See, I'm trying to stay away from Geek Hack. Too many failed group buys for me, dude. Yeah, man, too many failed group buys. Yeah, that's what the one of them is looking like right now. You should check it out. It's one of the ones we talked about in private messages. You can check it out. I don't want to say it on stream. Let's see. Hi Pro. My last GB just showed up. What group buy did you get? Did any of you guys get any new stuff recently? Oh, is Top Clack still going on? I guess they ended already, right? Damn it, I should have joined just to post my stream. A bit of advertising or something. Anyway, so here's the plate. So again, this is that weird shade of a dark blue, greenish blue. So it's pretty cool. It looks a lot lighter on stream, but that's kind of the color. Just imagine this color just darker in real life. Yeah. So it's nice so that the board isn't just all black. Gives it a nice depth. So yeah, it's a top mounted build, as you can see. It's got cutouts for screws to go up into the top panel. And this is a nice PCB. Do you see how matte it is? It's crazy. This matte black, whoa. It looks and feels really nice. This is the nicest feeling numpad I've ever felt. It's got almost a kind of a rubbery, soft plastic polycarbonate feel on the top. So yeah, it feels really good. See, look at the underside, just super clean. This is one of the nicest PCBs I've held and looked at. Whoa. Most PCBs are kind of a glossy black or glossy white, glossy green, glossy blue. This one is just nice. Whew. And of course it says tank. It's got RGB underglow, so lots of LEDs. Nice thing is it has these two side LEDs because a lot of cheaper boards don't come with that. Okay, so that's the plate. We'll do this probably tomorrow. Maybe I'll start on it a bit tonight. We'll see. But yeah, it's getting late. Okay, so got that. These are red LEDs, red 1.8mm LEDs. And these are the switches we're using on the board. We are using Kailh box whites. So yeah. So this is a machine gun. This is a tank that's gonna sound like a machine gun instead of a loud, assertive, booming thunk. We're gonna get a bunch of crazy clicks. Okay, so that's the switches, and then stabilizers. You guys have seen stabilizers. Okay, so we're gonna start a numpad, and I believe he just wants standard everything. So here's the numpad PCB. It's not the same finish as the 10 keyless. See, so this is kind of a glossy black instead of matte, so it doesn't have the nice texture. Still not bad, but not as nice as the other one. Okay, let's see. Gunmetal. Wait. No, it's not a gunmetal though. Are we talking about the weird gray, not gray, the dark bluish green thing I'm talking about? Yeah, it's not gunmetal. It would look sick of gunmetal, but it's not gunmetal. Think kind of Batman, and how the Batmobile has black, and then there's this weird some versions of the Batmobile. They have this weird dark color that's kind of navy, but it's not. It's kind of a more military green and navy mixed together. And okay, YMD96, mostly happy with it. What's wrong with it? Is there anything wrong with it? Okay. Stabilizers. Okay, so this is this enough for a full size? Okay, this is enough for a full size. I'm just gonna clip all of it today. No point saving it for tomorrow. Okay, I need one more stabilizer. Let me look. I have a whole stash of stabilizers that I have to dig through. Okay, there we go. All right, the bat tank. Speaking of that, have you guys been seeing all the stuff about Ben Affleck today? I was looking at it. The Buttman. Oh, that was pretty funny. I mean, the context is not funny, but the social media reaction to it is pretty hilarious. But before we get sidetracked, oh, you got the clear stabilizers? Yeah. Here, let me show you guys on stream real quick. This is why I said, and I was adamant, I told people not to get the clear stabilizers. That does not, Zero stabilizers are pretty good, but I'm talking about the ones on mass drop and 1-up keyboards. Okay, so just in the bag, can you hear that? It's like loose change. This is insane. Yeah, I just showed someone else local who came by to get his octagon fixed last weekend. Okay, so just check this out. All right, I'm gonna try to force these. These are genuine cherry stabs. I'm gonna force them to rattle. Okay, shake them around. Okay, now we're gonna do the clear stabilizers. Okay, so this is the genuine. All right, I'm holding it close to the microphone. Genuine, clear stabilizers. Genuine. I'm shaking them really hard. See, it's pretty crazy. And see, if I just hold it and tilt it a little bit, okay. See how for the cherry stabilizers, they don't tilt as much. See, they kind of maintain their original position a little bit, right? Compared to this. Okay, see? So no matter how hard I push these genuine ones, they don't really go very much. See? They kind of just stay there, right? Look at these. Look at that. See? Look at how loose they are compared to... Yeah. Just super loose. It's crazy how big the difference is. Because this was actually for another client, and I told him, I warned him, I said, hey, just want to let you know those stabilizers might not be good. I promise you, I will still lube them and do all I can to make sure they're as quiet as possible. I'll take a quick video, and you can decide whether you still want to stick with these or you want genuine cherry stabilizers. And so I sent him the video, and immediately he's just like, yeah, okay, just throw those away. I'm just going to use genuine cherry stabilizers. So yeah. And these were the stabs that caused the guy from 1-up keyboards to throw a fit on RMK. I still remember, because he was really pissed off, and he said that we were slandering. He said that we were talking out of our asses or whatever, and that it was bullshit. That's what he said to it. He said that they are not rattly. They are the best stabilizers, just as good as anything else. And yeah, so I got them in, and I've shown you on stream. These are the worst cherry style stabilizers I've had the pleasure of listening to and playing with. See, this is insane. Yeah, so I took it out of the bag, and when it arrived, I took it out of the bag. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. This does not sound good. And sure enough, once I built the board a little bit, I tested the spacebar, everything, like, oh my god, this is the worst rattle I've heard. Just horrible, just horrible. So yeah, if you ask me, don't buy these stabilizers, please. Do yourself a favor. Don't get these. These are really bad. The worst part is they're pretty much the same price as genuine cherry stabilizers. So you have absolutely no reason. Yeah, this is that. Because yeah, rattle is basically the metal parts hitting the plastic parts. So the tighter everything is, the less rattle you're gonna get. The looser everything is, you're gonna get that crazy rattle. It's why I make sure to loop the ends of the metal wires. If you notice, most people don't do that. Most people loop just these parts. And you can ask the guy who came over to have his octagon fixed. Once we lubed these parts, absolute difference. So at first I just looped this parts, these the where the clips are, and I mean it was kind of different, but not a big difference. And then once we filled up the gaps in here with some thick lube, oh man, just big difference. So yeah, so anyway, we're gonna do that today. And I think what I like about, I should make more numpad videos because they are very short. They teach you pretty much or at least most of what you need to know for a custom keyboard build. and you don't have to watch goddamn 7 hours just to figure out how to do it. I'm assuming the stream won't be 7 seconds. But yeah, so it's kind of a nice microcosm of the actual thing. Although the big difference is smaller boards are easier to build just because there's less flex in the PCB and the plate. And so with a bigger board, you have to do more of that crazy pressing thing that I always do on stream. Yeah, but for a small build, you're usually fine. Also, is stream lagging for anyone else, or is it just my OBS lagging? Am I lagging at all? Okay, let's see. Hey, so Gauge 006, where are you? Which part of Texas are you in? Are you anywhere near Dallas? Are you in San Antonio or Houston? Maybe Austin? Are you going to the Houston meetup? I need to find a ride to go. I want to go. I wanted to go to the Austin one, and I missed it twice already. One time I was out of town for something. The one time I was out of town, because usually I don't go anywhere. And when they had the Austin one, I was somewhere else. I can't remember where I was, but I was somewhere else. And so I couldn't go. And this year, they decided to have it on the same day as TI. TI as in the international, the annual Dota tournament. Because that's kind of a big thing for me and my friends and my brothers. And so my brother came from out of town. I had friends come over and we bought a TV just to watch it. Yeah, so had to be here for that too. And so I missed the second Austin meetup. I'm hoping not to miss the Houston one, but we'll see how it goes. I've been super busy though. I have no time to go anywhere. It's crazy. Monday to Thursday is just school, and then usually just picking up stuff from the post office, replying to a ton of emails, private messages, Facebook messages, and then usually some invoicing, usually a lot of the more boring stuff, not actual building. If I have time, then I'll build a keyboard as well, but most of the time it's just the back end stuff. And then weekends, I have to do homework and build all the boards that haven't been touched during the weekdays. So yeah, so no time to go anywhere. So we'll see. Hopefully by then, most of the semester will be done and I won't have to worry about anything. That's the way I do it though. I've done it for 4 years, now it's the 5th year I'm doing it. What you do is you make sure you just do well the whole start of the semester so that the final, you can just coast. Final has always been the easiest week for me. It's amazing. Okay, but anyway, let's see. Clear Rattle so bad? Yes, they do. The timeline delays in the code. I know, it's pretty crazy. I'm surprised at how many people have just been sitting there just being quiet about it. Honestly, very surprised. Okay, we will do some lubing. I don't think I'm going to lube all of them tonight. Should I just do all of them tonight? Or leave some for tomorrow? That's a good question. I think I'll only do some. I don't like lubing them and just mixing them with other stuff or just leaving them out because maybe the lube will get dust or anything. I want it to be fresh. Freshly baked and lubed. You like it freshly lubed, don't you? Okay, so again, we're using 2 kinds of lube. If you have any questions, just PM me about these 2 lubes. I say the same thing all the time. I'll probably go into more detail tomorrow. If I end up streaming tomorrow, we'll see. I have so much stuff to do. Okay, so for these, you can either lube the inserts or the housings. I'm just going to show you how I do it on the inserts, and then I'll do the rest on the housings so you can see. So this loop honestly doesn't contribute much to the stabilizers. It just helps it feel a little smoother. I personally don't think there is a huge difference, but I would not use thick gummy lube on it though, because it'll slow the stabilizer down. It'll really change the feeling of it, and it'll make your keys feel your modifiers will feel heavier than your other keys. It'll feel stickier and gummier, more membrane than the rest of your stuff. So you have to be careful with that. Okay, so for the numpad, we are just going to need 2 stabilizers for the plus and enter key. So that means we need 2 pairs of stabilizers. That means 4 stabilizer bodies, 4 stabilizer inserts, and 2 wires. And then maybe tonight on stream we'll try to program the board as well. We'll see how that goes. We'll check it out. So you guys can check out what to do with wind keyless. We'll try to get the RGB going for the numpad. Hopefully it works. I haven't tested the RGB yet. I've tested the PCBs and all the pins work. So that's good. Usually you're afraid there's something wrong with the PCB. Which is why I wish more custom keyboards would just stick to a standard PCB kind of size and general layout, so at least the mounting points are the same. That would be really helpful. Of similar sizes, of course. You can't expect a poker to have the same mounting points as, say, a 10 keyless. But if we can just have standard mounting points for all the sizes, that would be great. The KBD75 is based on the B Mini, so a lot of 75% boards have this. A lot of the more mainstream, I guess, 75% boards have the same basic mounting points, which is amazing because that means you can swap plates and PCBs. You can at least there's potential to do that. And I really wish the upcoming 75% group buys will think about that. So unless you are going with a top-mounted plate, please consider sticking to the B Mini mounting points. If you go with the same PCB dimensions, that would be great as well, and the plate dimensions too, because that means we can just well, when I say plate dimensions, honestly, there's not a single board out there. Only the Android PD75 has a sort of standard 75% plate. The KB75 one is too big. It extends further than what it's supposed to, because the case actually isn't a full tray, so you can't just take the PCB and plate from the top. You have to actually remove the top of the case. So yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. Anyway, let me look at chat. I'm so far behind on chat. Good morning from India. Hey, how's it going? Good morning to you. It's clear for the RGB. Yeah. The only decent RGB PCB is the Zeal 60, which is almost $150 shipped. It's around $150 shipped. I just dropped a. There we go. It's around $150 shipped, and you're telling me you're gonna use those stabilizers on it. Oh yes, oh yes. We make some good decisions. A little bit of lube in the right spot makes it feel 10 times better. Oh hell yeah. Some people like it without lube though. They say it feels more human, more natural. Putting lube in a cushion band-aid also help. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. No, this is part of the numpad. Yeah. Okay, so let me bring it back for those who just joined. This is the tank. It is a modular full-size keyboard. So it comes with a 10 keyless and a numpad. You can install the numpad either on the left or right side or completely detached from the thing. So yeah, it's really cool. Okay, alright. Thanks for telling me that it's just OBS lagging for me, yeah. Because I'm basically running at 90% of my RAM. because I'm streaming off a Surface Pro and it has 4 gigs of RAM. Yeah, so that's pretty bad. Okay, so you're in Austin. Oh, nice, dude. Do you play Dota as well, or do you just keep up with the pro scene? I haven't played in a while. But I keep up with the pro scene. And yeah, TI. Oh, amazing. You're in Austin and you didn't even show up for the meetup, but you did the right thing though. TI is a little more important. Replying to my like essay PMs. Oh, dude, you haven't seen anything yet. Those are actually okay. Those I like. Yeah, and it's always fun because it's, oh no, what went wrong this time? Should I use another wire? Maybe I should. Oh yeah, TI is too good. The sad part was this year's TI was not that great compared to last year's. Honestly, quite a step down from last year's. The games were better, but the production value just wasn't there. Oh, you're Team Secret? Oh. Well, I'm OG, so not like we did much better. But Secret can have their heads can keep their heads held high because they lost to Liquid. Can't feel too bad about that, can you? Wish I got that deal on eBay. Yeah, man. I was honestly looking forward to that because I wanted to try out the whole RGB per key and underglow thing. I wanted to mess around with that. That would have been a fun project. Where did my magnetic tray go? Oh. I can make them longer. Do it, man. Like I really don't care, cause as long as people don't expect a reply within say 5 minutes, I'm perfectly fine. Cause I mean, when I'm usually free, yeah, my messages are super long as well. Yeah, so I don't mind at all, honestly. Yeah, replying is fine. It's just replying immediately that's kind of annoying sometimes, because sometimes it's just have other things to do. Or say the thing about the thing I will say about long messages. The reason why I take a bit longer to reply to long messages is because whenever something requires more than one sentence, I don't want to type it on my phone. That's basically the way it is. Anything that's not an emergency and requires more than one sentence, I wait until I get home so I can actually type the thing on my keyboard. So if I'm out or if I'm just not on my computer, yeah, I'm afraid you just have to wait. I'm sure most of you can relate. Let's go, Liquid. Liquid was my second team though. I know it sounds like I'm bandwagoning or whatever, but it's because Miracle's on Liquid and Miracle was on the previous OG team, and so my brother and I still have a soft spot for Miracle and Liquid in general, and I really like my Timberman. So yeah, anyone else here watch TI? I haven't been watching a lot of the games recently though, just have no time at all. Also because whenever I'm streaming, I can't stream Twitch at the same time. But every time I'm building a keyboard when I'm not streaming, yeah, it's basically what I do. Put on some Pro Dota, just watch. I mostly play Overwatch these days, but I will say the esports scene for Overwatch is just so sad compared to Dota. The games are so hard, not so hard to watch. Well, so hard to enjoy. I will put it that way. It's not difficult to watch. There's not a whole lot you need to understand. It's just stuff going on. But yeah, every game is just kind of the same. There's not a lot of variety. It's basically just, alright, let's see who got the ultimates first. And then you GG, use 4 of your 6 outs. Get point A. And then you wait again. You do the same for point B. There you go. You got it. yeah, so kind of boring. And I was watching the World Cup qualifiers too. Kind of boring. I don't mean the soccer football World Cup qualifiers though, because you know why. Even people who don't follow soccer know about it and are pissed about it. It's pretty funny. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and two bagels. Alright, we've got two stabilizers. League better than Dota 2. Sure, man. Say what you want. Say what you want. Okay, no PUBG. My roommate plays a lot of PUBG. I had a copy of PUBG. At the time, I just bought Overwatch, so I didn't want to play two games at the same time. So I sold it. I should have kept it. Because I watched my roommate play, I'm like, oh my god, I actually would enjoy that. Honestly, after playing Overwatch and all that, I kind of regret telling all my friends to get Overwatch. Because PUBG is a bit more fun. It's more of a relaxing game, and it's not as nowhere near as toxic as Overwatch. Want to see chain res? Yeah. That's the thing though. If you're used to a game like Dota and you play Overwatch, you're just like, what the hell is going on with the balancing team? It's just how can a hero have 99 point something? It's almost 100%. It's above 99%. It's the highest any hero is. The highest pick rate of any hero ever in the history of Overwatch, and it's what 2-3 weeks now ever since the patch. Highest pick rate across all tiers. A hero's pick rate, basically in a pick rate, as in, so it's two ways they calculate the pick rate because you can both pick the same hero and you can pick it multiple times. Anyway, so one way of doing it, the maximum is 16.87 or something like that percent, and Mercy is picked 16.84. I remember the difference is 0.03 or something stupid like that. So yeah, I tried watching pro games, the like I said, the World Cup qualifiers for it. I zoned out after 1 or 2 games. It's just monotonous. I think what would make it interesting, have more heroes, and then have a ban pick or pick ban, and then you can't have duplicate heroes, and then you're locked in once you pick your draft. That would be basically like a MOBA. I think that would be what Overwatch needs to actually be interesting. Because then, and you can tell, and then you don't have to play against Mercy. You don't have to play Mercy, and you don't have to play against Mercy. Or at least in the or any heroes that are gonna be like that. Too OP, just ban it. If the developers are not gonna nerf it in pubs, just ban it. But right now you can't. You have to pick it or you lose. And then they keep talking about how, oh yeah, you can't balance a game, okay? Like any game with more than a few dozen heroes is so hard to balance. It's just impossible to balance. And then you have Dota, where first day of TI, first day, we're not talking across the whole tournament, we're talking just day 1. Out of 110 heroes, 90 heroes picked. Yeah, that's insane. But no. Apparently just having 20 heroes, or, well, 25 now? 24, 25? Overwatch, 25, yeah. It's too hard to balance. Whatever. I just hope it won't die the same death as Hearthstone. Techies? Well, you already kind of have Junkrat, but nowhere near as fun as Techies, yeah. People are already bitching about Junkrat. Can you imagine if they had Techies? Ooh. All the salt. Well, that's pretty good though, because that was the problem with the old League of Legends. I remember, yeah, like every year during Worlds, it'll just be around 50 heroes picked out of 100, over 150, because I know they have over 50% more heroes than Dota, something like that. And yeah, only 50 heroes picked. That's pretty sad. But yeah, in Dota you have close to, and then So at the end of the tournament, it'll be just a handful of heroes that's not picked or banned. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, Dota does a good job, and because Dota makes sure that there are heroes that reward basically higher skill players. So you have heroes that just super niche. You really have to master it, and it really has to be the right game for it. The thing is, right now there's just not a lot of you can't do super niche stuff in Overwatch, just because if you take a super niche hero, the team can just counter pick it. The guy will just die and swap a hero. Whereas in Dota, you can do weird picks, weird, unique niche picks, because if you see the conditions are good for you, you know that they don't have anything to counter that one weird strat you have, you can pull it off. Whereas in Overwatch, you can't do that. You can't get away with that because they'll just look at it and, oh, okay, that's fine. After we die, we just change our heroes. And then more ability spam and just wait for ults again. So yeah. Kinda sad. I mean, the game is fun. Balancing is awful though. If outside of competitive, so if you play with any friends, dear Lord, help you out. It's really bad. That's in the matchmaking. Balancing is bad, and matchmaking is pretty bad. So anyone else here play Overwatch, League, or Dota? Maybe TF2, guys? TF2, anyone? Yeah. It's usually just for fun. I just go on and just play a few quick games and just that's pretty much it. I mean, it honestly gets pretty boring. And then everyone wants to be DPS. That's the fun part, isn't it? And playing tank sucks so much. It's insane. I play at least one hero in every role though. So I guess I'm not too bad. The only role I don't play in competitive is DPS. Oh, nice. Zenyatta, dude. Zen is the way to go. That's the only healer I play. My Zenyatta, I checked the stats on Overbuff and Master Overwatch. Almost everything is top 5 percentile. Or, so 99 percentile? Yeah, and then I have I have a few that's 99 percentile, and then they're all usually pretty crazy. Because my KDA on Zenyatta right now is above 4. So yeah, for a healer above 4. Mostly because of the new Mercy though. The nice thing of playing Zenyatta right now is because of how crazy OP Mercy is. So the whole enemy team is just busy trying to kill that Mercy, right? She's flying around everywhere, rezzing people you just killed, and so no one cares about the Zenyatta. You just sit at the back, you Discord, you just hold down your right click or left click, and you just go. And nobody cares. They just leave you alone because kill Mercy. And if you do so happen to die, Mercy's just gonna res the Zen. Yeah, I'm not a good Ana. I've tried playing her once or twice. Oh, what? What in the world? Wait, was that not a screw-in? Yeah, that was a screw-in stabilizer. That was strange. Why is there a screw-in stabilizer here? Huh. Oh, you too? Yeah. I'm really bad at Anna. I'm just bad at hit scans in general. Cause I never played FPS growing up. The first FPS I played was when I was in college, and I played Halo with my college friends. That was pretty fun though. Cause what we would do is we had in the there's a lobby or basement where you hang out, and they had 2 Xboxes that you could rent. I mean, it's technically free, or it's free, but you're technically paying for it through your tuition, right? Anyway, so we would rent 2 of the systems, and then we'll get an Ethernet cable and just plug the 2 in, and we'll play 4v4 or just 8 free for all. It's pretty fun. And yeah, and we would always rearrange the couch so that we could get everyone in that one hall. And yeah, so most of my campus life was just that. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, even when I was playing Halo though, we had a mode where you could only use pistols and no shields. So it's all one hit KO if you get a headshot. So you can only have pistols or you melee. And I would still do decent. I rarely end up in the bottom. I'm always somewhere in the top half at least. And maybe 80 and 90% of my kills are from melees. Yeah, so even back then I didn't bother aiming. So now I can't play Anna. Oh, 48 and 49? What pages are those? I'm trying to remember. Is it just when the whole timeline thing comes out? Did they? Okay, you were on Top Click, right? Did anyone mention it? Cause this if this blows up, this could be pretty big. But yeah, I usually stay as far away from drama as I can, but this one I'm part of it. So, or technically sort of part of it. So that's kind of exciting. Oh yeah, when other people started coming in, yeah. Of course they're not gonna talk about it. Okay, let's count how many LEDs we need. So for Kailh switches, it's kind of weird because the LEDs go under the switch. I keep thinking that the webcam is there because I actually just bought another webcam, and it's right there. I'm gonna have time to set everything up. I swear every stream I'm doing something new, and I just haven't had time to actually sit down and set all of it up properly. Yeah, so I just got another Logitech webcam, and so that now I have 2 instead of relying on my. Because right now I'm just using my Surface Pro webcam for the face cam, and I keep looking at the other webcam when I should be looking here at chat at you guys. Okay, so how many do you need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Correct? What we can do is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 minus 3. So 21, yeah, 21. Okay, 1, 2. Let's just use these for now. So what I'm going to do is, it's going to be quite weird. So for most builds, you don't do it like that. This is if you're building your Kailh, you're using these new Kailh box switches. Oops. Only if you're using these Kailh box switches, because see how there's no cutout for the LED, but there's a cutout at the bottom, so your LEDs actually go inside the switch, like so. See, it sticks in there. Oh, there we go. See, you can see the LED, the little nipple hiding there. Okay, let's test the stabilizers first before I do anything. Where the hell does the switch go? So confused. Okay, here we go. I believe this is correct. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna test the stabilizers real quick. I'm not gonna solder these two in just yet. Oops, they're not even held down by the plate. It's big cutouts. Holy crap, they're really not held down by the plate at all. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem afterwards when we're soldering. Let's just test the stabilizers. Okay. Oh, we need another stabilizer. I forgot. We need one more over here. Whoops. That's right. Almost forgot. But yeah, so what did you think of the whole thing? It's pretty crazy, isn't it? You should message me about it. Let me know what you think. What time is it? Man, it's already midnight. Yeah, we'll do another stream tomorrow or Saturday. Finish off the tank. Yeah, that's exactly what I think too. I agree. The reason why a lot of people are not bailing is just because we know that it is potentially gonna be basically just because it's gonna be sold for a markup afterwards. So we know that if we pull out, we basically would have just been giving a free loan for almost a year. Yeah, so that's why no, but the fact that everyone was just okay was just kind of baffling to me, honestly. I know I had to just keep quiet after I got threatened. Okay, hold tights. My thoughts on hold tights. They are good for a few things. I would say two things in particular. Well, maybe three. Okay, so you need two things. Either you have a plate that does not support switch top removal. Well, that's okay, because I've seen some where they still hold onto the switch really tight. But your plate has to have exact cutouts for the exact layout that you're going for, so that there is no misalignment anywhere. Because you know how my streams, I spend a lot of time just trying to align all the switches, right? If you use hole tights, there's no solder to actually hold. That's what, for me, the main reason I still use solder is because you need to hold all the keys straight. And so a problem with a lot of the newer keyboards, especially custom keyboards and all that, is that their plates have huge cutouts to support a myriad of layouts. And what happens is there's not enough material, plate, to actually hold each and every switch tightly and firmly. And what happens is your keys will just all be tilted and misaligned, or they're just, yeah, they'll lift off when you're removing keycaps and stuff like that. But so either that, so say you have a mainstream keyboard, because custom keyboards, it's very rare these days to see something with that's not universal, that only supports one layout. So for mainstream keyboards, if your PCB supports hole tights, say you have a poker, and the poker, I'm not saying the poker supports hole tights, as far as I know it doesn't, but let's assume it does, then it's great because the plate fits the switches perfectly. So you have no worries. You can just go ahead and use hole tights because everything will still be straight. If you're using a custom keyboard, like say this one that I'm using right now, or just what we're doing today, right? See how when I put the switch in, it just goes right through? The gap is too big, right? There's nothing really holding on to it, okay? So you can imagine if it's just hole tights, the switch is just going to be free to just wobble around. So that's one thing. Second thing is, if you're just going to use the board as an experimental board, as basically a big switch tester. So if that's what you're planning to do with the board, go for it. So if you just don't care, you just want to try switches out, that's a great thing. You should do it. But if you're trying to build, say, an end game board or whatever, then I would not recommend hole tights. You want the contact to be as tight as possible. Because I've used hole tights before, and I took it off. I had to take all of them off, and then there's a bag of hole tights just sitting in my box of keyboard stuff. Oh, that's right. I need more band-aids as well. Looks like it's gonna be 7 hours, boys. So if you're wondering what these are specially designed band-aids that work specifically for your custom keyboard. These are Equate branded, specially made and formulated by 001 Keyboards to work with your, no, I'm bullshitting. Just pick up whatever you can find. Just fabric though. You want fabric. You want a cloth bandage. I'm gonna stop saying band-aid. It's like saying Tupperware when I just want to say a container. A band-aid is a brand, not a thing. Oh, spring weights. These are they use a special type of spring weight. It actuates at 67 grams, but bottoms out at 40 grams. It's revolutionary, and so it's incredibly tactile because when you hit it, 67, but when you go down, it's 40. So yeah, So basically you push really hard and then your finger just smashes straight into the plate of the keyboard. So yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, we need some clear band-aids. Bandios. Yeah, and so for the oil we're using, we're gonna be using, I think, is it what? 3/17 of a Crytox limited edition 386, and you need to get it from the 2015 batch. Not anything before that, but 2015. Mixed with a bit of the oil from the BP spill. And then I think, is it what? 712, yeah, 712 parts of snake oil. And 1 quart of love. Hey, so Excelsior, have you decided on what they're gonna do yet? Last I heard you were thinking of a 10 kilos, right? Or maybe the KBD 19X. Is that what it's called? 19X? Or is it 19XX? I don't even remember. Extra texture. Not just that, and scent as well. Every time you hit the enter key, you can smell. It's a nice, smelly smell. Haven't decided? Yeah, I don't think I've gotten around to replying to your message yet. I haven't been on Facebook much at all. The past 2 days are just at midterms and stuff like that, so I've just been in my bunk. But yeah, he said that, he told me, he said that he's been wanting a bigger keyboard, not because he's running out of keys, but mostly because he wants to use more keys from his keycap sets. Yeah, so that's pretty funny. But yeah, I saw the Southpaw. Actually, you would think it's a good idea, but actually having the numpad that close actually kind of sucks. I don't know if you guys have tried it before. Basically, your left hand sticks. Okay, so you have your keyboard, right? If you have a numpad right here, usually when you hold your keyboard, unless you type completely flat like that, a lot of times you're gonna accidentally hit a lot of keys. Because it's not like the right side, where see how there's a bunch of buffer keys, a bunch of other keys in the way before you even hit anything here. Over here, you gotta hit the keys super easy, and so you have to be very careful. Because I did that for a bit, where I had a numpad on that side, that close without a gap. Man, I made so many mistakes. I just kept hitting it by accident on the left hand. And for example, you're used to having the escape key in your corner, right? Yeah, you're gonna find yourself reaching for the key on the other side. I guess if you just put an escape on the end, it should be fine. Yeah, it takes a lot getting used to. It doesn't sound like a problem, but trust me, it is when you actually use it. Kind of like the 96 key and how people don't think it's a problem until they use it, where you find yourself struggling to find your arrow keys very often. Because there's just no, you can't tell by feel. It's just a bunch of keys right there. So unless you have something crazy like say SA keycaps and then you have all row 3 over there where you can just easily tell by feel, it's gonna be pretty difficult. A lot of times, that's one of the main reasons I sold my ZZ96. It's a super nice keyboard, but sold it because yeah, I just got pissed off. Every time I went to look for the arrow keys, I just hit the wrong key. Oh, you're a lefty? Nice, nice. Oh, just try it out. Do you have a separate numpad at all? Just put a numpad on the side and see how often you hit it. Because I never noticed until I had something there, and then noticed how much my left hand extends and how much it hits just anything on the left side of the keyboard. My favorite switches, I actually like Cherry MX RGB browns the most. It sounds crazy, and trust me, some people will say, "Oh, you just haven't tried a bunch of switches." Like I built keyboards, so I've tried a bunch of switches, and I've been to a few meetups and tried a lot of switches, and yeah, tried lubed, unlubed, all those weird springs and Alps and all those things. I still like Cherry MX RGB browns. You have to find a good batch though. Bad batches of MX browns are horrible. But yeah, so that's what I like. I'm pretty immune to the hype. I got tricked though. I rode the hype train on Gateron and got Gateron switches, and then after using them for a bit, I switched all the Gaterons, sold my Gateron board, swapped everything else to Cherry. You see, so the weird thing we're doing today is that for the numpad, the LEDs are on the top side of the switch, but for the main keyboard, the LEDs are on the bottom. God damn it. Where does this switch go? I believe it goes here. So that's kind of annoying. So with regular Cherry switches, this should fit just fine. But the Kailh switches have narrower sides, so it just goes right through. See? Because if it's the other way around, basically you put it horizontal, then it's held nicely. See? But because Kailh switches only have these clip thingies on they only have grips on the front and the back, or the top and the bottom. They don't have anything on the left and right, so you have to be careful. See, if I put it in the way that the PCB wants the switches to go, okay, I hit this, it's fine. See? Yeah, but there's no way for me to do it because the switches have to go in this direction. I don't think there's a way to do it horizontally. Let me look. Yeah, there's no way to do it horizontally. So they have to be all vertical. That's kind of annoying. Okay, let's try for rattle. Now for a 0 key. Favorite keycap set. Okay, so for me, favorite keycap set is still the Imsto black on black cherry profile thick PBT keycap set. The Enjoy PBT does not come close to it at all. The legends on the Imsto one are just so much better. Trust me, I bought both and I've compared it side by side. So the Enjoy PBT one is basically the same one as the one originative sells, which they call classic black or something like that. But yeah, so that's still my favorite set. It's nothing special though, it's literally just black on really dark gray. But it's still my favorite set. Also just because of how long I looked for it and how rare you see it. No rattle. You just hear the clicks for the switches. Feels good though. Not as nice as I will say for stabilizers, well done stabilizers. The best feeling ones are the ones with linear switches. Those just feel amazing. With MX Blacks, If you have good stabilizers and MX Blacks, oh, it feels so good. The sound is so tight. Okay. Now to take the caps off so we can start putting the LEDs and switches on and stuff like that. Oops. Pull them out of switch tester easily, yeah. That's what I don't like. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, which is why I'm kind of upset that they didn't go with a more standard physical, a standard build dimensions, whatever. But yeah, so those are my favorite keycap sets. I think my second favorite keycap set would be GMK Carbon. That is my second favorite. I'm trying to think of my third. I don't know if I have a third one. One of the ones that I am looking for is GMK, not GMK. That what I really wanted was GMK Retro. That one I wanted, but the way they put the kits was just not great, and so it was super expensive, and so no one bought it. So that's kind of sad. Hey, if you rub enough salt in, maybe, just maybe, it will start rattling. Oh, GMK Retro? Is that what you want too? I fucking want GMK Retro. GMK SNES would be cool too, but that one I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't even call it my top 5. I'm trying to think. Name some cool keycap sets, and I'll let you know what I think. What about you then? You've asked me what my favorite switches are, what my favorite key set is. You haven't told me what you like. You gotta tell us what you like too, man. Surely you like something, right? Okay, so we have to decide which side the LEDs go. So long is positive. The long, okay, I always forget where the camera is. So square is positive. Okay, can you guys help me Google LED polarity real quick? I would pull it up on my Surface, but I'm afraid of lag and I'm afraid of a crash because I'm running at max RAM almost. So, if you guys can do that, that would be amazing. LED polarity. Long is positive, right? I always forget. If I'm not on stream, I can just remember it. Every time I'm building live, I get a brain freeze, I guess. Okay, so the way we do this is a new method I'm trying out where it's you go ahead and put the switches on top of the LEDs and then you solder instead of soldering the LEDs first and then the switches. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the best way to do it is. Because the way I used to do it, what happens is sometimes the LEDs, it needs to be in a very specific position for the switch to be able to go over it. So if you solder it in first and there's nothing holding it straight, it's very easy for it to be in an angle weird enough that the switch doesn't go over it. Okay. So once you have that in place, what I'm gonna do is, long as positive is like bed. Okay. That's a new one. I have not heard that one. All right. Now I'll remember it. The one I hate the most is how to tell using the flags, or the arrow or whatever on the inside, because a lot of the newer LEDs are not designed like that. So sometimes the flag, it used to be where it's just, I think the flag is way bigger. I can't remember. I just remember that in some LEDs nowadays, they're not always the proportion of the size are not always the same. So the thing you'd expect to be big is actually smaller, and then the thing you expect to be small is actually bigger. But yeah, so it makes it a little difficult. Hey, Dead Encryption, good to see you here. Been a while. The stream won't be long though, so that's good. Won't be keeping you guys up that late. I don't want to stay up too late either. I had a horrible migraine yesterday night. I'm not usually one to get migraines. And then yesterday I got it bad. I don't even know why. Maybe lack of sleep or something? I don't even know. But yeah, it was really bad. Okay, so I'm gonna solder these LEDs first. And then we shall solder the switches. So yeah, it is a kind of a weird way to do it. About to pass out? Okay, alright, well. Hi. Good to see you here. It's always nice to see people I know. I mean, new people are cool too, right? Right? If you're new, welcome aboard. You won't be new next week or next time. Modify my Vermillo VA68M, some Zillios, and a katakana base from the Otaku key set, and some dark gray DSA mods. Whoa, that would be pretty cool. I have the Hiragana set, I think. I believe I have that instead of katakana. Yeah, I got that one recently. I'm using it on my Atreus. I don't know if you guys have seen it. And if you're wondering whether I like the Atreus, it looks cool. Seems pretty cool. Type's not so cool. Oh, I forgot to turn on the fan. Oh my god. You see the fumes? Oh, oh lord, that's bad. It's gonna be a bit noisy because the fans, I just turned on the fan and the window will be open. Or it's a glass door. It's more of a glass door than a window, so it's gonna be very loud. Alright, hey, good night, man. I'll stream either tomorrow evening or Saturday evening. I'll be there. See you around. I just forgot about it. Just went for it, and oh my god. But anyway, so the Atreus, yeah. Tried typing on it. 7 words per minute. 7. Pretty bad. And yeah, and so the worst part is I used... Oh god, let me put the GM keycaps away. I don't want to melt the keycaps. Yeah, it's pretty impressive, isn't it? But yeah, so the worst part is I used DSA Otaku on it, and so I have no idea what my keys do. Just from looking at it, I can't tell. And I didn't program it. It was programmed by the guy I bought it from. I just haven't had time to actually play around with it. I just tried typing on it, and yeah, I couldn't do much at all. Really bad. It was really bad. Yeah, I thought it was a great idea, and then I put it on, and then very quickly I'm like, oh shit, I have no clue what's going on. Yeah, I thought I was gonna use it for my programming class. Not doing it because it takes way too long to do my homework. Okay, we've got the LEDs. We can start doing some switches. Anyone else who use ortholinear or ergo keyboards? How long did it take you to figure it out or to get used to it? I had an ergodox before as well. That didn't last long. Sold it off pretty soon. Within a couple of weeks, I sold it off. The box whites feel, I actually like them. Usually I don't like clicky switches, but these clicky switches are nice because these clicky switches are more consistent. They have a nice consistent click. Mostly because the click mechanism is separate from the switch action. Completely separate. You can easily just take the metal. It's like a little bent wire on the inside. So if you just take that out, there's no click anymore. So the click is more consistent. I like them. I actually bought some for myself. Where is it? Hey. See? So yeah, I'm gonna build a clicky keyboard for myself, which is pretty crazy because I usually don't like clicky switches. But yeah, so I'm gonna build that. I got those switches in a long time ago, over a month ago. Just haven't had time. I haven't had time to do anything. I haven't had time to build any of my own stuff or to even just program, even removing keycaps. Just haven't had time to just remove keycaps. The other day, all I did was put DSA Otaku onto the Atrius, and that was it. I have packages that's unopened because I haven't had time. I got a brass plate in. I got some PCB mount, MX Blacks, and yeah, those two packages just sitting there. Just haven't had time. I'll get to it though, soon, I hope. Okay, so now, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, where are my tweezers? Yeah, I really do not like using Kailh switches with LEDs. If you want to get them straight, it's actually not easy. Okay, let's hope everything else is fine. Okay, now I soldered these switches in, and we'll keep going. Okay, as always, start with the corners. Gosh, I have too much stuff on my desk. Once you do that, heat up that one pin you soldered so that you can reposition the switch. And what you're going to do now is you're going to hold down the switch firm against the plate of the PCB to make sure that it's going to sit flush against the PCB. The way you can tell is, see, look at, can you see it? Can you see it? Focus, please. Oh my lord. Please, just focus. There we go. Okay, see the two bumps here? Right? So to make sure those are touching, are actually touching your PCB. If there's a gap at all, then you should push the switch in further. So there's some at the back too. So yeah, you gotta make sure all of them touch the PCB. Those are basic indicators for you to know when you've made good contact. So once you have, you're good to go. Do that for as many switches as you can. Once you've done enough, the rest of the switches will go in just perfectly and you won't even have to do this thing anymore. Hey, Katsumi, your actually, what do you even want us to call you? Since you have different names on Twitch and Reddit. Once we get your board in, maybe we'll stream that one too. Cause your Tina is great, right? Hey, Terry Matthews. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is pretty good looking kit. It has some minor cosmetic damage to it. It has a chip on the front bezel. And then the numpad just has some anodizing issues, but that's not gonna. I mean, that's nobody's fault other than the manufacturer and the group buy runner. But yeah, there is one chip, but it's not too bad. The PCB works great though. Everything working fine, I believe. I tested it just now. Yeah, so I bought the kit. Or I mean, I said I bought, but technically the other guy bought the keyboard from Terry Matthews. So if you guys don't know him, he's a great guy. He has a lot of cool mechanical keyboard stuff. He's been around for a long time. I think if I'm not mistaken, I bought my Ergodox Infinity from you. But yeah, pretty cool guy. He's volunteered to help anyone who has problems with any keyboard stuff. So go ahead and hit him up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure he gets a lot of messages. But yeah, and if you ever want to buy anything from him, he's legit, completely legit. Did a good job packing everything as well. So buy from him. 10 out of 10. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, we even talked about you in the Dallas meetup. Yeah, cause I can't remember what we were talking about, and then someone mentioned you. I was like, oh yeah, I know that guy. It's pretty cool. And then Yeti Cabra. I'm sure you've spoken to Yeti Cabra before. And he's there, and so he's like, oh yeah, Harry Matthews. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah. Hey, that means you're the perfect guy for me. So I've built a lot of DZ60s now, all running QMK and the new KB75s. I have no fucking clue how to program a QMK. I just haven't had time to look at it. I've programmed using Bootmapper, TKG, Duck's stupid ass programming thing, Gon's nerdy UI, Liku's, Ggon, and what else? Basically almost everything except QMK, which is pretty much the future of programming because all the new stuff is running QMK. Cat is fine. All right. What board is everyone use on the go? My name is the same. My name is Katsumi in Chinese. Wait, really? How is that Katsumi? It's 2 characters. What am I missing? Is there another character I'm not seeing? Testable in PCBs, yeah. Yeah, it's just a small one. It's nothing crazy. Yeah. Bootmapper is my favorite. Can use a ton of options. Yeah, Bootmapper. I don't really like programming that much, but just because it's designed to work with whatever. So a lot of times the whatever you see on screen doesn't exactly correspond with what you see on your keyboard, but it has a boot mapper toggle. So basically you hit whatever key and then it flashes which box it corresponds to in the boot mapper client. That part's my favorite because that makes it very helpful. When I used the ZZ96, that was years ago, and so this was before there was any good resources out there for how to do. Because it's before all the bfix and all that. So there's not a lot of resources out there. And what I did was I didn't know there's a boot mapper mode thingy, the toggle. I manually wrote down everything. Just tested it and wrote everything down and then mapped the whole board. Yeah, because I accidentally cleared because of the upload and download thing as well. It's not very intuitive. And I think I hit upload, which is uploading to the keyboard, but I thought keyboard uploading to my computer. And so I hit that, and boom. Oh wait, or is it the other way around? Shit. No, I see now. I don't remember. But anyway. Yeah. So I uploaded a blank, and there was no default file anywhere, almost anywhere for Z96 as well. So I just spent 4 hours doing everything by hand. It was really bad. Okay, what board does everyone use for on the go? So for me, currently I don't bring my mechanical keyboards out with me just yet because I don't have any classes that need a computer right now. Most of them don't even allow computers. And because in my lab, we can stay or we can just go back to do our assignments. And I usually just go back because I much rather work on a bigger screen and with my own mouse. But if I had to stay in a lab, then yeah, definitely I'm bringing my mechanical keyboard. Those rubber domes at the school libraries, man. Those things. Oh. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But I have been trying to come up with an on-the-go 60% keyboard for myself. What I'm thinking of doing is a wood case because wood is very light. It looks good, but it's still very, very light. Pretty durable material. So wood case with it's gonna be either plateless or with an aluminum case. So it's quiet. Aluminum plate, not case. So it's quieter and with a softer feel. And then QMX silencing clips with Cherry MX RGB brown switches and PBT keycaps, PBT Cherry profile keycaps, because that would be the quietest board combo. So that for me would be perfect for on the go, because then I can use it in an office, I can use it in a classroom, in a library. It'll be quieter than most laptop keyboards. Oh. Maybe she's not including her last name in it. Because yeah, that's not... Katsumi is 3 syllables. Each Chinese character is just 1 syllable, so maybe she's not putting the last name in or something, I don't know. That's pretty cool. Your girlfriend's Chinese? Does she cook you some bomb ass Chinese food? I cook Chinese food. Well, more Malaysian Chinese than Chinese, but still pretty damn good stuff. Ooh. Nice. Firm click into place. Okay, yeah, so that's why. Let's see. Root member toggle is the way to go to. Okay, root member is over. I'm gonna first look at it. Yeah, I do agree. You could use a better UI. Yeah, it's looked the same forever. They changed a bit of the window and everything, but the thing itself is still the same. Use my HHKB on the go, so like nice. HHKB is pretty loud in my experience though. Even the Type S is not very quiet in person. Yeah, the Type S is quieter than the stock HHKB, but stock HHKB I would not call it a quiet board at all. It's not gonna be as annoying as clicky switches, but the stock is pretty loud. Feels good though. Beef udon, but that's not Chinese. Beef udon is Japanese. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, that's fine. I just thought you meant that those two sentences were related. But that's pretty cool, though. I wish someone would fucking cook for me. I've been cooking for myself and other people for ever since I got to the US. Kinda sucks. When I used to back in undergrad, when I used to live with my I lived with two other housemates at first, and then one dropped out, and so I lived with my younger brother and the other guy. And yeah, I did all the cooking. Would have been nice if someone else would do it. Then again, that means I would have to clean, and I don't actually like the cleaning part. Man, I'm glad I'm not doing everything tonight, because the LEDs and the Kailh switches are taking forever to do it properly. Now I'm gonna try to solder the switches first and then solder the LEDs. We'll try that. I think it would be better. Man, you're a lucky man. You are a very lucky man. So did she give you 20 bucks, or did you have to give her the 20 bucks to give you the 20 bucks? Hey, you got the 20 bucks and you spent it on shipping the Mac Market Tina. Yeah, but that's pretty neat. Cause like I said, back then, yeah, that was my younger brother. Well, my younger brother did help me in the kitchen for a bit. Whenever he was home, he would help out, so that was nice. But most of the time, so that's the shitty part though about cooking. People don't really think about it that much. It's you're at work or at school, and you're just constantly thinking. You just have no break. Basically, you have to think, okay, what am I cooking for today? Or say you have today figured out. What am I cooking for tomorrow? What do I have to pick up at the store? When should I make a trip to the store? What has gone bad? What do I still have left in the fridge? What do I need to use before it goes bad? And stuff like, oh, well, we just had rice for 3 days, so we should eat something else this time. But yeah, so you constantly think about that. And still, the dishes would not be washed. Even though for washing dishes, you literally don't have to think. You just, okay, the dish is in the sink, I'm gonna wash it. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to plan it. You just do it. After you eat, you fucking do it. I take maybe 3 hours to cook. If it depends. On weekends it takes longer, because the weekends I usually do a more elaborate meal. And yeah, no, just won't do the dishes. I'm just like, what the hell, man? Like, I spent hours doing this, not even including the time I spent like grocery shopping and planning out the meal and everything. You can't do the dishes? Yeah, but so that's just kind of my pet peeve. Yeah, it kind of sucks now though, cause now I live with this other roommate, so my other friend from college, and he's really strict with his diet. So right now he's vegan, and he works out a lot and does all the calorie counting and all that stuff. Where they check the label and do the math and all that shit. Yeah, and so he doesn't eat any of the stuff I cook because he has a very specific meal plan. And so I just haven't been cooking a whole lot because you cook and it's nice on the first day, but because you're the only one eating it, it lasts. You have enough until the third or fourth day, and by then usually it kind of sucks, and you're sick of it by then. And yeah, so you spend hours cooking, you clean everything up. And because you're just gonna eat it alone anyway, you finish it in 5 to 10 minutes, and you're just like, well, that was it. It was nice, but not sure if worth that many hours. Okay, so I think this works the best. So you put the LEDs and the switches in, and then you solder the switches first. That way that you don't have to worry about the LED, and then you solder the LED, because then it'll be held at least properly by the switch. Because if you solder the LED first and then you put the switch in, the LED might be at a weird angle and you won't be able to pop your switch over it. Yeah, so put it in like that. See, so it's got the LED and everything in. But go ahead and solder just the switch first, and then you worry about the LED. Gave her that 20 the day before. Yeah, that's pretty funny, man. But that's cool. She cooks so much food for you. That's the least you could do, right? Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, but you solder the LED later. You put it in first, but you don't solder the LED. But yeah, no, you can't put the LED in afterwards. There's no way for you to do it. The LED has to go in first, but you don't need to solder it in first. It just has to be in there. See, so it's just there. It's not falling off. It's not doing anything. It's wiggling, but it's not falling off. But see right now, at least. It's just kind of hard to show on camera. I don't know if it'll focus. But it'll focus where I want it to. Will you? Will you? Please. Why? Yeah, see how there's still a little bit of gap, so as in between the LED and the thing. So if it's off at an angle, your switch won't be able to go all the way in. It'll hit the LED. So you need to make sure the LED can wiggle for your switch to go in straight. Because you're not worried too much about whether the LED is straight or not. You're worried about whether the switch is straight or not. because it's not going to interfere. Usually you want to make sure your LEDs are straight so they don't interfere with any keycaps. But for these kind of box switches, because of how they're under the switch, you don't have to worry about that stuff. So as long as your switch is straight, you don't have to worry so much about the LED being straight. Yeah, hope that was helpful. So are you thinking of buying these Kailh box switches? You should. They're pretty fun. It's just nice to have something that's actually new. Instead of just another clone of Cherry MX switches. Okay, so we're putting more and more switches in. So LED in first. We're not going to solder the LED yet. Put the switch over it, making sure that you don't bend the LED when you're doing this, so it's not getting the LED's not getting caught. Okay. Oh, see, yeah, I just accidentally bent it. Let me. Oops. Just as I said it, I did it. Hey, what's up, Chris? Or Sir Chris? Oh, I just bit my tongue. Oh, that was painful. Does anyone here know why we bite our tongues? Is it because we don't have enough water? That's what the stupid Chinese what's it called? Not a stereotype, not a myth. Superstition, that's it. What's up? Oh, here's your numpad. I'm just showing them. These Kailh switches with the LEDs are really annoying. They take a lot longer than just Cherry and these LEDs. Because Cherry and these LEDs will you just pop the LEDs in and they just fit in nice. These you have to fiddle around a bit. Box cutout switches. Nice bump, there's none. If you want nice bump for box switches, currently there's none. There's the only tactile ones are these clicky ones, so it'll be a click, or it'll be like MX Browns. Really, it'll just be like MX Browns. It won't be more tactile or anything like that. So yeah, so hopefully MG Sickler will get on that pretty soon. He's got the oversized switches coming out though. That's pretty cool. I remember him telling me about it. He said it was gonna be something big. I didn't think to take him literally. I just thought, oh nice, awesome. Something big is coming. I think it's going to be literally 4 times the size of a regular switch. Recovan, hey, how's it going? Haven't heard from you in a while. It's not bad. Just been very busy. I've built a lot of interesting boards recently, and this one is one of the most interesting ones, definitely. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. What about you, man? You got anything cool in? Any new stuff? New switches, new keyboards, new keycaps? Anyone else? Chromatrope, hey, you too. Been a while, man. Everyone's showing up, but yeah, not the most interesting one. I'm saying one of the most interesting ones. In recent weeks, I would say definitely the most interesting one. But overall, maybe not. Maybe not. GMK Samurai. Oh yeah. There's a lot of GMK sets waiting to get started on. Yeah, especially now that there's gonna be 2 running right now. Necro. Oh my god, I put the LEDs in first. Oops. Did not mean to solder the LEDs in just yet. Let's work on the switches first. Explain the difference. What's up, Shock 1337 or Leet? Shock Leet? Can you explain the difference between Gaterons with black tops and clear tops? Older version of something else. Basically, the black tops are the oldest version, I believe. There's a lot of batches. If you're asking me, I just won't even recommend Gateron switches, honestly. So that's my recommendation. If you like them, that's fine, but I'm talking in terms of the switch housings themselves. I don't like any of the Gateron switch housings. Even Zeal housings I don't really like. But to answer your question, yeah, it's kind of a weird, convoluted kind of history with all that. But there's clear, and then there's milky, and then milky had some problems, so it went to clear, and then now they have milky again. It's kind of a weird thing. Why does love have to be so hard? Okay, let's see. Build the XD60. This time, I just bought that coffee keycap set. Wait, which coffee keycap set? That's in, you bought it and it arrived, or you pre-ordered it? You're talking about DSA Coffee House, right? Is that the one? I've got one of those Taobao clone acrylic VAs I'm working on. Nice. What do you think of it? Terry Matthews? I mean, it looks kind of cheap, but I mean, it is cheap, so it's kind of what you can expect. Built the XD60, box Browns, Felix bags, QA and the Browns. Really? Stem twist. Oh, yeah, stem twist. Oh, you have the stem twist too? Hey, if you watch one of my previous streams, the Tina build, you'll see they'll see the stem twist. Stem twist. So it was the box oranges, which is basically just a different colored box brown with heavy switches, but the stem is the same. But yeah, I had that problem too. Okay, you were there. Okay, so you had the same problems? Which client build was a nightmare for you? I'd rather not say it. That would not be a nice thing to do. Um, I've had, if you're talking in terms of just the build, I've had some rebuilds where you have to desolder and then reassemble, where they were just bad because they were assembled horribly with terrible solder, way too much solder everywhere, and because if you use lead-free solder, it's really hard to desolder, and then especially without a desoldering gun. So there's that, and then the SIP sockets were bent inside the switch, so that was not fun to clean up. The PCB mount, the PCB mount prongs on switches. I mean, this one doesn't have it, but the ones with the PCB mount prongs, so those were clipped, sort of, but they're clipped halfway. So it was just a little bit left sticking out, so it made it even harder to clip because then it's super hard with a flush cutter. Because when you have just the whole big dick sticking out, it's easy to just clip it. But when it's a little slope, you have to try really hard to clip it without just slipping. And so yeah, just all sorts of issues. It was a Duck Viper. And yeah, that was... No, not the Duck Viper. It was... I can't even remember. I can't even remember which one it was. But one of those... And then, but if you're talking about in terms of actual horrible, the whole build as in the communication, all that, then yeah, I think that board itself, usually I'm okay with doing all that. It's usually communication and all that. I've had some people who weren't the greatest people to deal with. And yeah, so that's that, but I mean, I don't want to talk too much about this. Okay, I had to bend the switch because it actuated when I was as much as brushing my fingertip. Oh no, that's pretty bad. But I hope the box fights aren't like that. I don't think so. I haven't heard about it. But box browns aren't popular though. Like a van. Okay, but it's a group buy. Yeah, then I believe it is DSA Coffee House then. If it's the pre-order thing. Do you know when the group buy is ending? Do you have a link for it? Because I actually want to join. I actually really like that colorway. I've been waiting for a brown keycap set ever since SA Chocolatier. I still have it. It's right here. See? And so I've been wanting another brown set. I wanted GMK Retro, but that thing didn't happen. That was a shame. That was a true damn shame. One of the worst things to happen in 2016. That drop was so sad, because what happened was the original drop, the kits were horrible, so the base kit was way too expensive and it didn't have what most people wanted anyway, and so just terribly done. And when they finally redid it, they didn't start the drop again. All they did was they didn't even send out notifications or alerts about it. No one posted about it either. They just made a little change and just kept it. And so by then, you know how, like on Kickstarter or anything, if by the first few weeks nothing has happened, or the first few days, it's just gonna die. And so yeah, it just died. There's just no hype. There was no hype, and then didn't reach MOQ and just got cancelled. Same thing with SNES as well. It's really, really sad. Sure, yeah. If you can send a message about it, that I can tell you a bit about it. I mean, I try to do it. I won't name any names, of course. But yeah, I will tell you this. So I get paid based on how much time I spent on a keyboard. I spend more time replying to people, talking to people, answering questions, replying to just inquiries and stuff like that, and just communications, I guess. I spend way more time doing that than actually building the keyboards. So yeah, it's actually not very glamorous. And I've met a lot of cool people, and I've had some very friendly conversation, some very interesting ones. Some of them you end up being friends, and then you talk, you keep up and keep in contact and all that. But some of them are not very nice people. So it just depends. I'm glad at least most of the people I get are pretty okay. It's like in retail, I guess. Most people are alright. Okay. But some of them is just, oh man, they make you want to quit. Rugar, hey! Wait, really? It's almost in Portugal? Dude, that's good news. So, for any of you who don't know, Rugar had me build. So, I've only ever done 2 international builds. This was the second one. First one was a rebuild for someone in Australia. And so, this is my first time shipping to Europe, I believe. I've only ever shipped to international, I've only ever shipped to Australia. But that's pretty cool, man. Do they have an expected delivery date yet? I guess it'll be stuck in customs for a bit even once it arrives, so we wouldn't know anyway. But that's good news, man. That's good news because I haven't had time to check the tracking. And I have so many packages that are just in transit. I just can't keep up. Okay, those I have to scroll up and chat. I think I might have missed some stuff. One example each size. That's what I tell myself, but I will soon have over 6 or 7 60% keyboards. And I don't even use them pretty much at all, other than here right now. I'm at this soldering station. I have just to save space. Yeah, but at my own desk, I just use a 75. Okay, let's see. Mix coffee house and chocolate to make chocolate. Ho ho ho. Except the profiles will be the same. Camp's the same, by the way. It doesn't have a connector. I don't know if I want TKL full. Oh yeah, I'm past RGB as well. So I have the NZXT Hue Plus and the NZXT Air RGB fans in my PC. Yeah, I'm gonna remove those probably next week. I was gonna do it this weekend. I found out I have 2 more tests coming up next week, so I can't do it this weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna take out those RGB fans and then take out everything RGB and just put regular fans in. But if keyboards is just, yeah, it's mostly that. I think the thing I don't like about the RGB underglow on a lot of boards is the bleed that comes through the plate. I don't like that because it doesn't bleed evenly. That's the thing. If you have in-switch LEDs or in-switch RGB, then it masks the problem and you can't really see the bleed. But if you do have LEDs, in-switch LEDs, and RGB underglow LEDs are not distributed evenly, yeah, it makes it look kind of bad. Because then you have rows, the top and bottom rows will light up with RGB, maybe the top 2 and bottom 2 rows, and then there's just nothing, there's a big dead zone in the middle. Love that brown set. Yeah, it's actually chocolatier. I really like it. Most of my collection is RGB because I love Bootmapper. Oh no, I wasn't talking about you. Don't worry about it. If 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 it were you, I would not have taken that much care into taking all those pictures and doing all that. Yeah, don't worry. I'd say over 90% of people I work with are pretty cool people. High quality 60% case. Trick 60 really? I've been a have I? No, I don't. Okay, I've been a Trick 70, but Trick 60 is kind of cool. The group buys passed, so you have to look for it in the aftermarket, I believe. Did anyone? Okay, so did anyone else buy the KBD fans 5-degree or hexagonal, octagonal case? Anyone else? I bought two. I bought a gray and a silver. What about you guys? And if you bought one, what color did you get? Let's see. Keycaps arrived perfect. Oh, dude, sweet. You got your, hey, so you got your keycaps before the keyboard. That's pretty nice. Cause it's stuck in customs for a while, right? How much did you have to pay for in customs? Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. Here's on market. Yeah. Case only. Poker style. Compatible. Decent weight. Sports RGB undergo. Excellent anodizing. Holy oops. Caps. So speaking about anodizing, I'm hoping the KBD fans new sort of compact 1800 and their 5-degree case they will use the same factory as the Tina, because just having the Tina and the KB75 side by side, the Tina's anodizing and finish and build quality, just the machining, the fit and finish of everything, so much better than the KB75. It's crazy. It's so noticeable. Because I've built it in a few duck boards now, and yeah, I will say that the Tina actually does remind me of that. The fit and finish really resemble that of the duck keyboards and other high-end custom keyboards. It's one of those things where you need to get an actually good kit to see what people talk about. It's like the interior of a car, and it might look good, but when you touch it, everything kind of creaks, so everything kind of you know that the tolerances aren't good and there's little gaps everywhere. But yeah, but for the Tina, solid and tight. It's pretty good. And yeah, the anodizing is pretty nice as well. The fit, just I was very impressed with it. KB75, when I got it, I was like, it's not bad. It's a good deal. That's pretty much it. You know, it is a good. It's a super good deal for a keyboard that size with those features. Good deal, but nothing that blew my mind. And when I got the Tina, it was more expensive than the KB75, but man, it is well done. Okay, yeah. So if you're asking for a high pro, yeah, I recommend. I was about to say the Tina. Actually, you can ask Katsumi about it. I guess he's AFK now, but you can actually pre-order it, I believe, and they'll just ship it whenever, or something like that. Cause they have one batch done recently. And they just ship them out or something like that. Oh, I just pushed down hard against a pin. Might have just impaled myself. I don't know about not being a case. There's not a case at that price that matches the Trick 65. Because the Trick 75 uses the same factory, if I'm not mistaken, and I was very impressed with the finish on it. It was actually very, very nice. I don't like the design as much as the Trick 60, but the plate and everything for the Trick 75 actually looks very nice. And it's one of my favorite low profile cases actually. But I will say the Tina will challenge the Trick 60. Have you seen a Tina in person? It actually is very impressive in person. I don't know about the newer batches, but the one I got was pretty good. That's the thing though. If there are multiple batches, there's always chances of inconsistency and stuff like that. So don't take my word for it completely. But the batch I got I was very impressed with the price I paid. The only thing that wasn't as impressive was the plate. The plate was was really lame. But it's a standard tray mount, so you can use your own plate. So just get the case. Although now they've actually redone the plate though. They have a stainless steel option now, so you can just do that. Should be better because they recognize they had issues with the aluminum plate. So now they have two options for the plate. And they redid the aluminum plate as well, I believe. Bought a gray one. Okay, chromatrope. Okay, yeah. So like I said, I bought a gray and a silver because I couldn't decide. I'm afraid they will use the KB75 manufacturer because the samples for reference, references for the colors, they just use the KB75. So and because of how cheap it is, I think they're just gonna use the KB75 factory to do it. It would be a shame, but it was pretty cheap, so I can't complain too much. But if they use the Tina factory or whatever, the one or maybe that tier of manufacturing, oh, that was so good. Yeah, you can ask. I've had a few friends here now, maybe 3 or 4 who've come over and compared the Tina and the KD75 side by side. So both done by KD fans. But both, I'm assuming you used a different manufacturer, or at least a different tier of manufacturing. So maybe like the Tina is, oh, I'm gonna pay this much, and so they give you better quality and everything, better machining and quality control and anodizing. But yeah, there's a big difference between the two. Some people say the new KD75s have a better finish though, so maybe that's good. 5 years isn't enough for me. You could just add feet to it. That's what I do. Stuff interceptor vibe. Ooh, yeah. That's also why I got the gray. But then everyone got the gray. Over half of the buyers got the gray. So I'm like, oh, do I really want gray if everyone's just gonna get it? But then again, if you're being... Wait. Yeah, if you can't let other people decide what color you want, you know. I really like the gray. Okay, it's coming around nicely. Now we just have to do some magic over here. This one will be fine, but these two will give us problems. Let's put the LED first. I almost forgot. Yeah, 5 degrees is fine for me. 8 is okay. 7 and 8 are okay. Past that is way too much for me. 11 is just ridiculous. So 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not bad. Oh man, 41 euros for customs. That's pretty bad. I'm here just playing some games. Cena is gone again. I don't know, but yeah, Recovan is asking, so you guys can check it out. Okay, if I miss anything, please just comment again. There's way too much, and I'm missing a lot of stuff. Like if I missed an important question or comment, just repost it, just copy paste it, and it's fine. My Tina, okay, my Tina, it's sitting on my shelf somewhere because I want to make another. I want to rebuild it. I want to rebuild. Oh my god. Okay, this time I might have just cut myself. Ooh man, these switches are sharp. But what was I saying? I was saying the Tina, yeah. So currently there's a build with carbon fiber plate on it, and yeah, I hate it. There's two. I have two 60% builds that's on it. So I have the carbon fiber one, which I took out already. It's over here. I do not like carbon fiber plates at all. And I have another one with an aluminum plate and Kailh speed copper switches, I believe. I do not like the copper switches. They are way heavier than 60 grams or whatever they advertise. 50, I think, is the advertised weight on them. They are they definitely actuate at above 50. Or at least they bottom out at super high. It's definitely higher than 50 for sure. Felt like around 70 for me, or at least the ones I got. They did not feel like 50 to me. Yeah, so kind of sad because I only have one 60% keyboard that I actually enjoy right now, and it's on this wood case. And I have the mass drop wood case that just came in too. Do you guys want to see it? Let me bring it real quick. Actually, give me 1 second. I'll bring that. Alright, we're back. Oh my god, let me look at chat. 8 degrees. Nah, I don't care if it's 8 degrees. I'm just gonna put slightly taller rubber feet at the back. That'll change the angle enough for me. I don't like it when they put too much angle on it, because then you can't really play with it that much. But here, look at this. Look at this. Get some water. Check that out. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? My friend got one too. She's building hers next weekend, I believe. Yeah, so she's building a DZ60 with this case, but she got the light brown one. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was birch wood. I can't remember. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. The thing I hate is this thing though. Just why? Why is it so big? But other than that, yeah, the case is nice though. I actually really like it. I really like wood cases. If you can't tell already. They to me they are the perfect weight. I've actually kind of gone past super heavy keyboards. Just because of how often I move my keyboard around. I move my keyboard around a lot, so I've grown to gravitate towards lighter keyboards now, but not the ones that feel like plastic. So sorry, not the HHKB. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the Tina is 119 shipped, and for me, if you're asking me, yeah, under 200, it is the best I've seen. Just the best I've seen under 200. Because I've had quite a few other 60% and any other keyboard kits that's under 200 that has the best finish. Just the build quality is the best. Best finish, I would say it's up there with the Trick 75. Trick 75 also has good finish. But again, though, it's the best that I got. So if you get something that's kind of bad, then we should compare it. Okay, I feel sorry for Red. Even Sign got more orders. Oh yeah. Red is just kind of a tricky color. The dark purple. Oh, I should have bought the dark purple, but I just can't decide. Like if I get dark purple, I know I'm not gonna use it. I know for sure I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna make a nice board and just put it on my shelf. And even then, it'll go nothing in my room. Because my room is just white, gray, and white, and gray, and wood, and gray. No place for feet on the new 5-degree case. What do you mean no place for feet? Just, yeah, either drill yourself or I'm talking rubber feet. I actually don't like the tall feet. I like I like to get my own thick rubber feet and just put rubber feet on it. But yeah, but either you drill yourself or just use double-sided tape. Oh, actually, yeah, double-sided tape is kind of. But there's lots of ways to do it. Okay, favorite plate material. I do not like stainless steel plates for the most part, or at least very thick stainless steel plates. I don't like steel plates. Brass plate, I'm not sure yet. I will know soon enough because I'm gonna build one. I was supposed to know the M65A. That was gonna be my first brass plate build and keyboard for myself because I built in a brass plate just last week, but I never got to really type on it, so I can't tell you. And I never got to use it, so I can't tell you how it compares. But I will be building one soon. Actually, here, let me do an unboxing. Alright, for those who joined to actually watch the whole keyboard getting built, sorry for the distractions, but let's do a live unboxing. So I just got this in today. It has some cosmetic damage on it though. The guy has already told me, which is why I bought it for kind of cheap. I know I'm supposed to open it from the other side, but it has the guy's address, so I'd rather not do that. So I'm just gonna have to open it weird. Got this knife just because it's a nice gray. Looks very nice. See, I wish they had keyboards that had this color. It would have been nice. Or this kind of gray, just something like that. That would be nice. Anyway, oops, need to fit the bag a bit more. All right. Hopefully you didn't see the address on it. I might have accidentally shown it. Oh, here, let me show you the wood case again. Here, if you're looking for the screw points, there are no standoffs though, which could be a concern. See, so it just screws into the case, but there's no gap. So if your 60% keyboard has anything underneath too much, you might need longer screws, slightly longer screws, or yeah, you might run into trouble. Yeah, it really wouldn't have been that hard. You just have to empty out more of that thing, just basically make it deeper, and then have actual standoffs. Or you could engrave it with mass drop. That's what they did. Oh, that's right. We're doing an unboxing. Okay. So, breastplate. Let's check it out. Where's my knife? Oh, so Terry Matthews, you didn't pick it up? I'll let you know. The thing I'm worried about is both the cases I got, both the wood cases, are kind of warped. So I think maybe once you have a build in it, it won't be that bad. But yeah, they don't sit evenly on a flat surface. Maybe I just need thicker rubber feet or something. But yeah, as of right now, it is a concern for me. The Dreaded M65A, yeah, it's and then there's a shitstorm brewing right now on the Geek Hack thread, so that's interesting too. That could be something. Okay, let's look at the breastplate real quick. What's up, Dave? Good to see you here. Show me the goods. Knife's got an acid wash. Yeah, that is nice, man. Imagine having that kind of finish on the keyboard. That would be nice. Oh, it's not focusing. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, really? Delay? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't look at chat. I don't know. If it's delayed, my bad. I don't know. Hopefully everything's fine. Hopefully I'm not lagging. Okay, Tricks Titanium Gray. Yeah, I'm delayed. Not my stream. I'm delayed. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. I need to find a way to have it pop up with big font somewhere so I can just see it. Maybe have Google Glasses. Well, the Google Glasses bit, but like an AR thing to just pop up. Tricks Titanium Gray is a close match for a knife handle. Really? Stop talking about it, man. I want to get one. Okay. Don't worry. You're forgiven. Okay, so the brass plate. Okay, so he says there's a lot of cosmetic defects on it. So there's a lot of scratches and chip marks. No chipmunks. Chip marks. And just, I guess, you just need to polish it. See all the blemishes and stuff? Do you see that? But I don't really care. Oh yeah. Send me a pic, sure. Dude, you got so much cool stuff, man. When are you gonna ever make a trip to Texas? You need to. Yeah, I need to polish. Yeah. We'll see. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. Yeah, we'll see whether I like it or not. I don't know. The thing is that most of the switches I don't use any linears, so I might not. Actually, okay, I'm thinking this with the Kailh box whites, cause brass plate should be louder than aluminum plate, so I'm not even going for noise reduction anyway. So imagine having this brass plate and then Kailh box whites. Oops, no, I can't grab the plate out. See, so something like that. See, just look at that. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah, so maybe I should do that. Set up the M. or just fill it in, I guess. But yeah, set it off, yeah. That's probably something I would do down the line. I'll probably just set off all the other stuff and just leave S on it. And then sell it for $800. Limited edition. Okay, yeah, but so that's cool. So we unboxed this thing. So I actually got to check it out so I can confirm the trade. Yeah, I had to tell the guy I would confirm his trade tomorrow, but I just haven't had time to do anything. Okay, let's put this aside and get back to the numpad. We're pretty much almost done. I don't know why I'm distracted. Then again, I'll do the main thing tomorrow anyway, or Saturday. So let's do this. Okay, that just needs a polish. There's away from just stains. Yeah. The Q after a month gonna look like army camo at my house. Let's see, send off the M. To do it, not say anything. It came like that. Yeah, and then put the brass plate there with the gist stains. It came like that. Get it? Never mind. Okay, let's solder this switch, and then we'll do switch alignment. So we'll have to bring the keycaps out. Because I'm kind of concerned about those two keys. We'll see how it goes. Oh no. Custom mouse pad. White plastic doesn't look good. Dude, hey, actually Dave, actually what we should do is, dude, if you want to, I don't know, next time I buy something from you or whatever, if you're shipping anything to Dallas, just send a sticker over our vinyl with Mac keys or whatever, and I can just post it here. The thing I'm using this right now, I did buy a nice cutting board, but it is not heat resistant enough. So the solder just sticks to it. And so yeah, that sucks. So I can't even use that. And I'm not going to use a mouse pad because I'm just going to flick solder, and then there's always solder just splattering everywhere. So even cloth wouldn't work very well. It just get dirty really fast. That's why I'm just using this. This was maybe $1 from Walmart. So yeah, I'm still using this. It served me well. So it sticks to solder. It doesn't hurt when I damage it. I don't care. I should probably fill in this thing though. The plan was to fill in all the boards I built on stream. I don't even remember all the stuff I built on stream now. So maybe I should just do that. But then again, like I said, I might just change to something else anyway. But yeah, maybe I should start running ads. Just put stickers and charge the vendors for it. So hey, novel keys, you want a sticker here? Hey, originative, you want a sticker here? Mac keys. Put glass over the top? Yeah. I didn't think about that. Maybe I should just use glass, yeah. Maybe I should do that. Because IKEA has a lot of cheap glass tops. I will try that. I'm trying to remember why I decided against glass. Because I did have an extra glass piece and I decided against it and I returned it. I can't remember why. But I did think about doing that. Okay, so now let's put this one in. Oh, LEDs, that's right. Okay. So, switch alignment. Let's bring the keycaps. Hey, still for sale or trade. Anyone wants GMK Penumbra? I'll trade you for Skidolcha. Anyone want to trade? Anyone want to trade? So they want to keep up building and put us on good YouTube vids. The thing is, I wanted to, but right now, I'm just way too fucking busy to do anything. It's pretty crazy. Even just finding time to do this stream, yeah, it was pretty difficult. Because I could be building another keyboard right now as well for someone else. So yeah, it's been difficult doing that. I think once I settle down, maybe next semester, I should be able to find more time. We'll see. Oh, so who's changed format? So, don't they run a Patreon now? Patreon. So they don't need you anymore. They just want your money. It doesn't. It's not actually cigarette stain that bad because it's actually it's actually. I'd rather have it look a little more cigarette stained. It's actually too yellow for my liking. Plum yellow looks a bit nicer, but plum everything else doesn't look as good. The bottom row mods on plum look better though, I will say. It's not in all fucking caps. Yeah, because if you want, because right now, because the thing is that I have a lot of people shipping me stuff directly from the vendors, and so I've just collected just a bunch of these stickers and stuff. A lot of novelty stickers, a lot of one-up keyboard stickers. There's all these stickers, and I try to remember to pack it in, but a lot of times I just forget. I swear I'm not trying to rob you of your stickers. Every once in a while I just forget it, or they'll include 2, and then I'll drop. It'll usually be in the box somewhere, and then I'll forget about it. If it's not safety glass, it's dangerous. Okay, so what do you mean by safety glass? Because, okay, so Terry Matthews, what do you use for your soldering surface? Because I guess just use silicone, right? Silicon? Isn't silicone what you use for tits? Silicon, right? I don't even remember. Whatever. The heat resistant soldering pads. So I did look into getting one, but a lot of them are pretty small. Okay, piece of countertop. Okay. Well, that's fine then. Well, mine is also a wood countertop, but I don't like working on wood because the surface gets worn down really fast. So I don't really like that. Even after oiling and everything, it especially because I guess my hands are sweaty. I don't know. Oh, that's right. I need to put the LED in first. Yeah, because if I were to use glass, it would be tempered glass from IKEA. I've seen some people say it's not bad. It's not an easy surface to maintain. I guess it's easier than wood to maintain, that's for sure. And oh yeah, the fixed kit. Yeah, the worst part is that now the fixed kit, if you want to buy it, you have to buy the full base set. And yeah, I don't want to do that. I already have this. The reason why I didn't buy it at the time as well is because you have to buy the solarized alphas, and I don't need that. Man, is it the LED that's forcing it to... It's kind of annoying. It's my keycap puller. Vinyl plotter cutter. I ever make Mac key stickers. Also, in case any of you don't know, the new GMK Cherry stabilizers are are really tight on keycaps, so you have to be very careful when you're removing them. The wires will pop fairly easily, and it's not like the Zeal stabs where it's because the wire and clips have problems. This one is, those things are still the same as the old ones, but it's the new inserts that are just way too tight. This one is laminate, okay. I'll check the link out. Tempered safety glass. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use tempered then. Yeah, I'm just gonna get tempered glass. Just do that. I had a tempered glass desk top for a bit. So I have a wood desk, but I use the glass surface for my where I sit. And man, I actually kind of didn't like it very much because whenever I sweat, my hands would just stick to the glass. That was kind of annoying. Let's try another switch. This switch just doesn't, because the thing is that this plate won't hold the switches properly. So like I said, I'm worried about this, and yeah. So enough, for some reason, I guess the LED is working in such a way that it's pushing with just enough force that it's pushing the, okay, if you can see that, see how the switch is angled to this side? Yeah. So I think it's just the LED, because you put it in and the switch just wants to stay angled, no matter how I try to shove it the other way. Even with the LED loose, it wants to be angled for some stupid reason. Maybe I can force it by just soldering it in straight. I'll see if I can do that. Yeah, but right now it's kind of annoying. And yeah, because the plate doesn't hold it in place, so it's susceptible to this kind of crap. With regular cherry style switches, it won't be a problem though, but this one, yeah, it's definitely a problem. See, look at that. These two switches are just angled off, just very slightly. We use keycaps to try and hold it in place, and then I'll just try to push it while I'm soldering. See if I can force it to stay straight. Okay, so it's very obvious once I put the keycap in. You see how angled it is? Yeah, even if the keycap's on, that's what I usually do, but okay, look at these two. Look at how angled these two are. See, they're both angled in the same angle. Yeah, I'll have to just... And even then, even if I push it like that, I don't know how much really I'm going to be able to do. We'll see. We'll try it out. Let me do this one first. Trim the keycap? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll see. This is concerning, definitely. Okay, so borosilicate glass. Okay, yeah. Because if you ask me, yeah, if I want to work on something, so instead of like sitting at a computer, work on something, yeah, I'd rather use glass. That's for sure. Because laminate doesn't hold up well for me. A lot of the tools I use and everything. Maybe I should just not flick my solder on the surface. But even then, a lot of times it just drips and stuff like that. So that's annoying. Okay, let's get the 0 in. I think I can move my keycap set. I don't want to accidentally drop my soldering iron or hot flowing solder onto a keycap. That would not end well. You might have to just push it in like that and then solder. We'll see. On those 2U spots, so do you mean putting them here? And because there's no room once you have stabilizers in, and the switches can only go in one direction on this PCB. Yeah, it's just worst nightmare material when the plate does not hold the switch at all. Oh, grinds my gears. And really though, it's not even the kit's fault. Not even the plate or anything wrong. It's the fucking Kailh switches that should have made it more standard instead of this bullshit. Revolutionary. Like, the whole thing is not even necessary the way they did it. Okay, I think I might have to just remove the keycap and just force it. Because right now it's just... See, even after I move it, it's just kind of moving the stabilizer and the stem. I need to turn the actual switch. Just how bad it is. Yeah, and the tank shouldn't have to consider these switches. That's just the way it is. They didn't have to consider these switches. No custom keyboard should consider these switches. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Doesn't really show well on camera, but yeah, the whole switch is just fucked up. So let's do it by hand, shall we? This is not gonna be fun, but we shall try it because it's so far. There's nowhere for me to hold it properly as well. I wonder if I just bend the feet just a little bit, whether it'll help. Okay, let's solder the other point in. I do it the shitty way because I only have one hand right now. Nope. Okay, let's keep trying. So just these two switches are just taking forever to... And this is just one of them. We have to do another one too. Okay, I think I've got straightened enough. There we go. So now you can see that this one is kind of straight now and this one is still off. Right? So yeah, I absolutely agree with Dave. Once you get a GUI for QMK, it'll be great. It'll basically be the perfect thing for most people. The worst part right now is I've heard the RGB, you have to type in the code. I'm just like, what the hell? So you just have to keep typing until you get the right color. You have to keep trying over and over again instead of just testing it out immediately. Okay, so do the same thing for the bottom one. Okay. This is when I wish I had 3 hands. This is goddamn awful. Because I have to hold down the switch. There we go. I think that's pretty straight now. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. Not bad. Okay, now we soldered the LEDs in and we should be good. Should be. Today. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, I'm behind on chat again. BMPs are the 30% failure rate. Yeah, there are a lot of issues. I will agree with Dave for sure. Yeah, I also just like Bootmapper just because I'm familiar with it and almost all my boards use it. And honestly, it does enough for me. Oh no. Okay. So I'm talking about the RGB. Yes, I know there are pre-programmed RGB modes, but I'm talking in terms of. Oh, so yours has brightness and hue adjustments built in. That's pretty cool because a lot of the ones out there you have to manually input the thing. Because I know that's what one of the guys that built the KB75 for, he was complaining about that. He said that yeah, the RGB was kind of a pain in the ass because a lot of it's just kind of manual and you don't get to see what you're doing. So it's not like Bootmapper where you get a live preview of what you're doing because you click the color, your board changes to that color. But yeah. But that's cool that your boards are doing that though. I like that idea. Having all those presets, so at least out of the box you can figure it out. But okay, that's pretty good. Use program fix for the big issue that we're just making something adapt and prioritize you. Okay. Keymap updates while flashing. Oh, keymap updates while flashing? Oh my god, please. I'll tell you one thing that I really hate is how popular the GH60 boards are. They are such a pain in the ass to try and flash and program. Especially because there's so many variants of the GH60 and they're not all the same. So there's Rev ABC, which are kind of the same. There's Rev China, and then there's GH60 Satan that's different. So all of them are different. And people still really want them just because, again, it's not their fault though. It's just because they are the bedrock, I would say, or foundation of affordable custom keyboards, affordable custom PCBs. And so there's a lot of them out there, but the resources for them are horrible too because every time you try to go to a resource, it'll say deleted or just there's nothing there anymore. Or it'll say, ooh, here's the latest driver for it, or here's the latest firmware for it. Download it here. You click on the link and it's a dead link, just because of how old it is. And so it's just been deleted, and people have moved on from it, and there's just nothing. And so you're just kind of stuck, and you're just guessing your way through. So yeah, I absolutely hate programming it. You change caps lock to control, you still talk as caps lock. Oh yeah. Isn't that one of those things where actually, isn't that the resistor? You have to change the position of the resistor. I know for a lot of boards, for WinKeyless boards, that's what you have to do. If you want the caps lock to function as a caps lock indicator, status indicator, then I think it's you solder it vertically, and then if you want to change it, you have to change the resistor to horizontal so that it works just like every other key. And yeah, so I don't know what the one you're talking about, but I know that what I know about the ones I've seen is that's the case. And so some PCBs like WinKeyless, he supports it. You can just change it if you want. You just have to do it. But the clones of the B minis don't have that, and so you're stuck with caps lock. That's it. And so I know for that, for the WinKeyless one, from what I've seen, it's caps lock, num lock, and scroll lock, where you can decide whether to solder the resistors and whether to make them into status indicators, so like caps lock and all that, or to just function like every other LED. Let's see. Okay, now I'm gonna test it real quick. I'm gonna check the solder joints. So everything is soldered. I'm gonna test it real quick. What did I unplug? I just unplugged my mouse. I do so believe. Okay, let's test this thing. Where is my cable? Oh. I don't know, if you ask me, I don't care. The way for me to solve that issue is to just run it all as just none of them will be in-switch status indicators. They call it integrated status indicators. Just leave it all as just completely programmable, and then just have the indicators on a separate part of the PCB to go on your keyboard. So kind of like the duck keyboards, where it's completely separate, and the TX keyboards that has a dedicated status LED cluster instead of in switch. That would solve some problems, and most people don't even like the caps lock thing, the light anyway. Like, I don't really like it, just because like I see RGB boards and they have that, and I'm like, why don't you give us the option of just leaving all of it on? Because it just looks so much better. If I get RGB, I care more about that than about the status LED. Yeah, I like dedicated too, because you can do more as well. Oh shit, only one LED is lighting up. Oh, that's a num lock. Okay, see, so num lock. Now I have to figure out what the LED controls are for this thing. I have no clue. Yeah, it is fully programmable. It uses PS2 AV-RGB, so that means boot mapper. Do I have boot mapper on this computer? I do. Okay, sweet. Okay, so if you guys want to see what I'm doing, I'm going to move this here, and over here would be oops, there we go. Alright, so now we're running boot mapper. Did you have to update the firmware on it, Terry Matthews? Because if you did, I really appreciate you doing this, because most of the time when I get it, I have to update the firmware just for it to be able to work with boot mapper. Okay, so toggle boot mapper, my webcam is blocking. Okay, escape, F5, delete, function, alright. Okay, 7, 8, 9 plus. Okay, so boot mapper, what it does is this: if I click toggle boot mapper, pretty cool, is whatever key you press, it'll show up on the grid, so you know which box it corresponds to on the grid. Because the way boot mapper works is it's just a blank, there's rows and columns. And so the beauty of it, sure, it's not intuitive because you can't see what you're doing, but What's great about it is it works with almost any layout as long as it's mapped to something on the grid. Not a great solution, but it works with all sorts of layouts, which is nice. Okay, so everything is registering at least. Now we're trying to look for the LED controls. So this is the function layer, bad, okay. Page up, down, up, right, left. Okay, so LED mode is this one, alright. Brightness up, brightness down. Okay, alright, so now we're gonna work on the LEDs. Now for rainbow, okay, so you can see that. See over here. What I hate is that most of the time the rainbow isn't set to a proper rainbow at the start, so that's annoying. But it's an easy fix, no worries. Oh, I think this is way too close to red. Let's see. This maybe? Okay, there we go. So now it's flowing. I don't know if you guys can see that. Color 1. Color 1 will be, let's do red. Color 2 shall be... What color do we want? Let's give it a... Do we want lime green or do we want cyan? Let's do nice cyan for now, and then we'll leave the last one as white. Alright, nice. Okay, everything works. That's pretty cool. The key mapper as well. So I'm done, so okay, so we've done that. And so that's pretty much our switch test for now. We don't have to use switch tester. Okay, so now we're going to switch back to the regular view. There we go. Okay, so now for the LED control, so this is the function key. So function plus will be... What? It's not increasing my LED brightness. Whoops. What did I do? Huh. Oh, what in the world? I see. So this one's not so basically what's going on is, so in layer 1 it's function key, right? Well, when I press it, it enters the second layer. I'll show you real quick. Oh god. Did not mean to do that. Oh. Okay, see, so in function 1, in the regular layer it is function, this key is function, right? See, function. So it goes to the FN layer, but in the FN layer, it's nothing. So now let's switch it to FN. Reboot after uploading. And let's try it. Oh, it reset my rainbow. That's a paddling. Alright, now that we have everything, it's not a toggle right now, that's for sure. Even if I hold it down, it's not giving me the brightness controls. Oh, that's mode, okay. So I know the LEDs work. I'm just trying to take a look. Okay, so the brightness controls aren't working right. I'll have to look at it. But mode is working, see, look at that. It is working, the function layer is working, see? Oh, I just realized that we're still on the wrong tab. The wrong scene. Let me put you guys back. Main camera. Okay, see? So the LEDs are working. So it means my function key and function layers are fine. Right? Because this is LED mode. Okay, yeah, let me look at it again. I'm really tired. I'm not even paying much attention. Okay, let me move this keyboard closer so I don't have to reach like that. Good old boot mapper. Okay. So you said one of them was off? Maybe you're right. You're probably right. Let me see. Brightness down, brightness up though. See? I wonder what's up with that. Let me try another set of keys. Is there even an RGB mode? Let's do escape RGB mode. Where is escape? Let's do RGB mode for this. Hold up. Oh my god. Oh, I hate that button so much. Yeah, it's not toggle, it is just a regular FN key. So FN, the brightness ups and downs is not working. So let's do, so up and down, let's see. RGB mode, let's do LED on and off here. On would be the first one, off would be the second one. Oh, or I can just do on off here, huh? Okay, let me do brightness down, just up, and then one of these shall be LED off. Okay, let's just try that for now. Oh, wait. Hold on, I should have been looking at chat. Let's see. One of the modes is off, if I'm not mistaken. Options middle section. Okay, let me do that. But the thing is, so is it this one? Oh, it's just it's 6, but there's no 6 on here. Can I just type it in? Why is it not saving my RGB? Options middle section. This one? Wait. Oh, so the LED was off? Hold on. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so alright. So it should work now, right? Because LEDs are fine now. Oh, what do you know? What do you fucking know? Yeah, okay, yeah. That's right, okay. You're a genius, Terry Matthews. I don't even know what I was doing. Yeah. So what happened was I turned it off, and then I didn't know I had turned it off, and so I was trying to control the brightness, and obviously it wasn't gonna work because the LEDs are off. So I didn't have to dick around like that. That was not my brightest moment. To be fair, I didn't know which one was on and off though. Yeah, actually that sounds good. Alright. Let's see. Cause the thing is I don't use per switch LEDs. So I don't use any of these LED modes. At all. Okay, so okay. Let's toggle boot mapper again. This one, right? Let's just do RGB mode then. Oh wait, this is already LED mode. Oh wait, I changed it, that's right. Let's leave it as this for now. We'll figure it out next time. Should I do media keys on this thing? Nah. Okay, that should be it. We should be good to go. Let me look at it again. I don't need that many brightness and all that though. Okay, so brightness up is up, down, LED mode, enter. So don't need these as well. So these would be, I'll just leave them back to, we'll just leave it. Okay, let's go. Oh, hold up, what was my RGB? Escape, right? There we go. Nice, nice. Good old boot mapper. Never fails. Oh Lord. There we go. Oops. Alright, Terry Matthews, thanks, man. Appreciate you coming in, helping out. Really like the board too so far. Yep, I have to wake up early too. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a night pretty soon. Just gonna check out some of the LEDs real quick, and then we'll do part 2 either tomorrow or Saturday. But yeah, conclusion: LEDs with Kailh box switches suck. They take a long ass time if you want to get everything straight. Alright, see you guys. Really appreciate it. We'll do the 10 keyless in the next stream, on the next stream. It's been pretty fun though. This is a cool keyboard. Actually, here, before I end the night, I'm gonna put it in the numpad. Well, yeah, sure, let's do that. A little bit of screwing won't hurt anyone, right? So, just to end the stream, make sure I don't scratch the case. And yeah, Chris, yeah, it takes a long time, and it's not like I was goofing around for too long as well. Of course, you're not gonna get charged for any of the extra time I spend. But yeah, it takes a long time. Oh yeah, I thought you meant the stream is 4 hours, because the stream's been 3.5 hours. Oh yeah. Yeah, that guy's crazy. Well, it is Friday, so maybe he has a shorter workday. I don't know. Hopefully. I hope so. I sure hope so. Okay, let's put the numpad in place. We'll take the board out. Oops. Here goes our diffuser. Hey, thanks for that. Really appreciate it. Alright, I'll see you soon, man. Hopefully, I'm gonna bookmark the tracking page once I have time. Did they say when it's gonna arrive? Looking forward to that, because I want to see the gray Tina. I did mention wanting to buy one just because I love gray. And so I'll get to see it in person. I'll get to compare it with the silver. So yeah, looking forward to that. Should be a good build, man. Should be a pretty good build. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Putting the RGB diffuser in place for the separate numpad. Hey Chris, this is what you want to do, right? Separate numpad, ship it separate. So see, he's got a nice frosted, big frosted piece of acrylic. It's pretty sick. Alright, now for the Wednesday. Alright, perfect. I won't be free until Thursday though. But that's fine, that's the next day. Alright, let's check it out. You see this is top mounted, so it screws directly onto the top half of the case. So that's kind of neat. Usually only very expensive keyboards do that. Where did these screws go? Did they go in the same bag? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm figuring out what switches go where, because there is a fuck ton of screws and they don't tell you where each one goes. And so, I don't know which one the numpad is supposed to use for mounting. I'm going to assume they use these. They look right. Still not update on AliExpress, Tina. Man, I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, if we get it in, then yeah, sure, think about canceling it. But I will say it's a good board. I will say. If okay, worst comes to worst, maybe I'll buy it. I don't know. Oh no, it's the Tina C though. It's the HHKV one. I can't use that one. God damn it. If you were a normal person with vanilla taste, god damn it. This hex screw isn't the perfect size for this Allen key. It's kinda annoying. That's cause it's one of the few ready to ship, sort of ready to ship, high profile, good quality custom keyboards that has the MX HHKB layout. One thing I don't get is why the HHKB, the people don't like the B layout. No, Tina A. I actually like that because it's the original HHKB layout. I think it's pretty cool. And GMK has 16 space bars, so it should work. Man, I wonder if I'm using the right screws. There's just so many of them. Check it on Wednesday. I'm afraid not, because I have a test Thursday morning. And that test, I won't have time to study for it because the test on Wednesday is going to be pretty big. So I won't have time to study for the test on Thursday until I'm done with Wednesday. So I will check it Thursday though, because when I'm done on Thursday, I'm pretty much done for at least a week or two. So I can get to it Thursday, yeah. Alright, yeah, that's a solid plan. I would do the same. Yeah. But I can try to ask around and see if there's anyone who would be willing to pick it up if. Okay, so is it shipping to you or is it shipping to me? The one from AliExpress. Ali is you? Okay, alright. Yeah, because I was worried I would have to, in case you can't cancel it in time, I have to figure out what to do with it. Oh man, this numpad is solid. Oh wait, were those the wrong screws? What in the world? I believe I was using the wrong screws. I have to use the black screws for the case. Cause the thing is, well, when they ship the Tina, they're not using the regular Chinese shipping though. So it shouldn't be stuck in the, if you bought a lot of stuff from China, you know the good old origin post is preparing shipment, which is the worst thing to see ever because it can take a day or it can take up to 1 month for that to pass. Oh yeah, then yeah, I don't know. And if they can't tell you, that sucks too. But you said your you said your girlfriend's Chinese, right? Hey, maybe tell her to talk to them or something. Ooh, okay. I already like this keyboard because okay, one of the things, okay, the PCB I didn't point out actually is the connector is attached to the PCB with it's a through-hole connector, yeah. So that means it's a lot more durable than most PCBs out there, where the connector is just soldered onto the surface of the PCB. So it's through-hole connected, and look at that. The connector just sits tightly over there. Do you see that? Oh, I see that you don't see what I'm seeing. Will it focus? Okay, see? So the top case is just holding down on that connector. So you're not going to be lifting it very easily at all. Oh yeah. For AliExpress, the thing is for AliExpress, they have to respond to you in English. That's the thing. They have to do that. So I've had to speak to them. When I had to talk to them, they had to reply to me in Pinyin, and then we had to use a separate app to be able to actually have a conversation. Okay, so I'm in a very brightly lit spot, so the RGB kind of sucks. Let me see if I can. Okay, so, oh man, looks like crap on stream. Let me turn off the lights at the back too. That bread is insane. Where's my chair? I can't see shit. Okay. Ooh, but the box switches are all lit up, all red though, so that's cool. Look at that, even the stem is red. Okay. So now they're off. So numlock. Okay, so check that out. On the side, do you see the bottom? That is pretty crazy. Look at that. Look at the glow on my hands. That's insane. See, so yeah, so this back piece lights up, so that's really cool. Look at that. Oh, and I just noticed something. There's not a lot of bleed, so that means this plate and PCB are pretty good. Look at that. You can't really see the bleed through the top. With the RGB, see that? It's all blocked off. You can't see a lot of bleed. Look at that. Once I put keycaps on over here, you can't see the RGB coming from the bottom up. So no bleed is amazing, because that's my main driver for RGB underglow on most keyboards. We'll see about the main 10 keyless and how it tries to defeat that, but so far really impressed, especially the numpad. Look at that. So this section you can kind of see the lights coming out, but look at this. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, we'll see about that, but this is good. And so yeah, okay, so I did do some modes for it. So this is the rainbow one, right? Okay, so look at that, changing color. Oh, this part, I love this part. Red. Alright, See, so it just glows. This part is lit up red. It looks super sick. Alright, and then, so with red, we can have RGBs. So the whole thing is red. It's a whole shit ton of red. The fuse is not bad. I will say it's not bad. If you put it down on a surface, it does its job very well. Of course, when you look at it directly, you can still see the LEDs, but you're not going to be doing that. But on the surface, yeah, it does a very good job. Pretty even. And yeah, the back is especially nice. Okay, now let's do... So cyan. I just realized, it looks really, really bad on camera, by the way. It looks better in person. Yeah, see, it looks like white, but it's a cyan. And it looks really cool. Man, this numpad is sick. Okay, so white. If you're wondering why this is flashing, it's because I think every time you change the RGB, the LED modes, it flashes a bit. This is the numlock key, see? So it's separate from the rest. So that's numlock. Oh, look at that. And here we go. So yeah, so red. That is nice. Very nice. All right, let me turn the lights back on, and it's late. I need to go to bed. I've got so much to do tomorrow too. So part 1 is done. Not eating 13 hours? You work at a restaurant, you haven't eaten? God damn. Oh, yeah. The thing about the bulbs is that from the underside you can see it. But if you put it down, it's pretty hard to see. So that's good. Of course, in a bright environment, then it doesn't disperse it as well. So if it's super bright, it's not going to do a good job. Almost all RGB stuff is like that. If your surroundings are very bright, if you shine a bright white light on it, then it doesn't look very great. But yeah, pretty good. And we'll take it off. So this is what they sound like. I don't know how that's translating. Let me see if I can put it closer to the microphone. And your stabilizers, no rattle. Pretty good. Oh, a bug on my table? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, I see it, yeah. The last stream I had, there was a big cockroach, about 2 inches, crawling on the ceiling on top of me because I have the glass door open. So it crawled in from the outside, from the shrubs and the bushes, I guess. And there's just massive cockroach just crawling on top. And I just have to just sit on the stream and say, oh, look, there's a cockroach, and I can't do anything about it right now. The worst part is, so I thought I'm just gonna kill it after the stream. I ended the stream shortly after that. I couldn't see the cockroach anymore. And I had to close the glass door, so I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in my house. So that sucks. It'll probably go to my roommate's room first though before it goes to mine, because his room is a mess. So I don't have to worry that much. But okay, so we got the numpad done. That's pretty cool. That's part 1 of the tank build. This is a massive build. Just because it's a full-size keyboard. And it's 2 separate keyboards technically. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And that'll be it. I will stream either tomorrow or Saturday to finish out the build. Appreciate any of you coming to hang out on stream tonight. And alright Chris, dude, it's coming together, man. It's coming together. Sorry about the wait, I was busy. Nice, nice. But hey, your board's coming together pretty nicely. Numpad looks sick. Numpad looks absolutely sick. Sounds nice too. Listen to that. No rattle. Oh boy, that's good. Compared to any cheap keyboards, and you know what I'm talking about. All right, that's awesome. Have a great weekend, guys. Hopefully to see you on my next stream very soon. And that's it for now. I'm Anthony with 001 Keyboards. I build keyboards, I modify and repair. I do a little bit of repairs, not a whole lot. Mostly assemble. And if you have keyboards you want to swap the switches on, or you have some parts you just don't know how to put it together, you don't have the time to put it together, or you want it done by a professional, you want it done properly with a lot of care, a lot of patience, a lot of hard work, send me an email, message me either on Facebook or on Reddit, here on Twitch. Email will be the best. Just email me right up there. Email right up there. Alright, and I'll see you guys. Have a good night.